This is Legends and Libations.
Welcome back to Legends and Libations.
I'm Matthew.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is the start of season 3.
Wow.
I can't believe we've got this far, dude.
I know. I feel like I didn't know if we would make it, but here we are.
I know.
Season 3.
Seems like only yesterday we were using a webcam in my child's bedroom.
Yep.
But now we got a new camera.
A whole new camera.
It's right here.
Yeah.
I think that I'm doing something wrong, though.
Because we're still using the webcam.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to plug it up. That was it. But for some reason, it wouldn't charge long enough for us to use, and it drained the battery.
So here we are.
Back with the webcam. But you can see the camera. It's right here.
Yeah. But we got you, Old Faithful.
Yeah.
We got you.
We always have a plan B.
And a plan C.
And a plan C. You know who always didn't have a plan B or a plan C?
Jason.
Jason and the Argonauts.
My goodness.
That's what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen.
So today, just as Legends and Libations does, I have a drink for us.
You do?
Yeah. That
I
loosely connects to our legend, just ever so loosely.
I see some gold rum.
You could also find some ginger ale.
Oh, nice.
Some ginger beer.
Is ginger beer and ginger ale two different things?
I think ginger beer is more potent.
Like more ginger.
More ginger.
Like stronger ginger.
Yeah. So I went with the stronger.
Okay.
So today we're drinking a ginger snap, which is going to be 2 ounces of golden rum.
Okay.
And then you can just top it off with as much ginger beer as you want. And then a lime slice.
Hey, keeping it simple.
Yeah, this is kind of a simple beginning. And it's partly because today is freaking frigid.
Yes, it is. We're the winter storm.
Yeah, we're in the midst of a winter storm, and we need something warm to keep us going.
That's true. We're going to put our alcohol blankets on and tell you all about Jason and the Golden Fleece.
If you guys haven't heard about the Golden Fleece, you guys are in for a story, or maybe you're not.
What did you know about this story before we researched it?
I knew that there was, in fact, a Golden Fleece.
I bet that Golden Fleece keeps you pretty warm.
And I knew a little bit about Jason. I knew he existed.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like Jason doesn't really feel like a Greek name.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like a stepdad name.
Yeah. Like he's gonna take me to soccer practice.
Yeah, and like he's gonna like beat your mom or something like that.
Oh God!
I'll probably edit that out.
No, you're not. We're unedited.
We're starting off strong with the new year.
Yeah. That's what we're going for. Okay, so we each got 2 ounces and maybe some of golden rum, which is always nice, right?
That plays into the story with the gold part.
Well, yeah, if you look at the golden rum and then compare it to the Golden Fleece, you'd say, hey, there's some similarity here.
I see that.
Yeah. Tell me when.
I think that's probably good.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
So then
how many of them little cans we got?
We got 4 of those little cans.
Okay, so that'll help me to mentally distribute how much we're going to use per drink.
Okay, so.
All right.
Golden color to remind us of the Golden Fleece.
The ginger snap the name's gonna come into play later on.
Yeah. As we go, I will explain different aspects of the ginger snap that we're drinking while we follow the adventure. This feels like the original Avengers.
I promise Jesse didn't make this drink up 30 minutes before we hit record.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I like that drink.
I like the fizziness of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could get in on this. It is
strong.
Yeah. Like you could have more ginger in ginger beer if you want.
We need to ration though. Like just like when you're at sea, you have to ration your supplies.
Yeah.
Or else you'll run out and your crew will mutiny on you.
Yeah, and then you'll have to have new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you survive,
they might make you walk the plank.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason and the Argonauts.
Okay, so let's learn a little bit. Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
About where Jason came from.
Yeah, tell me about this guy.
Okay, so Jason, his father's name is Aegean, and he was the king of this city called Iolcus. It's a cool sounding.
Iolcus.
Iolcus is Iolcus, and it is in the realm or the city state of Thessaly.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call that, like the country.
Yeah, city-state.
City-state,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're looking at realms and city-states at this time, and there's no empire. There. There's no empire, yeah.
I'll put a map up on the screen, but if you just look at a map of Greece, Iolcus is kind of on the eastern coast of the main peninsula.
Yeah.
And it's not close to Athens. It's sort of on the coastline, and it was like a major port city at the time of the story takes place.
Yeah. Mediterranean trade.
But Aeson didn't get to be king for very long. This is Jason's dad, because one of the sons of Poseidon, Pelias is his name, decided that he wanted to stage a coup. And
oh no!
Yes,
as happens in the ancient Greek world.
Yes, and he seizes the throne from Aeson. So now Pelias is the usurper.
Good for him. Good for him. Right on top.
And he's kind of related, I think. I think he's the uncle, technically, of Jason.
This is like Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, it's really hard to. I need a family tree.
Yeah, like a big family tree of like all the people connected. That's how I feel about all Greek stories. Pretty much, like, everyone just knows each other.
Right, and they're all descendant of the gods or whatever.
And this one's a descendant of this god.
It sort of must have been like how today
the mighty Zeus.
They're like, oh, I'm 1/64th Cherokee, and they say that, but they're like, I'm 1/64th Aphrodite. So you can just claim any royal divine bloodline and be like, oh, I'm supposed to be the king.
I did great things.
What do they call that? Not manifest destiny. Divine right to rule.
Divine right.
Yes, that's it.
Like super divine right.
Right, exactly. Okay, so after Pelias takes the throne, he's going to throw Aeson into the dungeon. And
as you do with the person you serve.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess he could have
killed him.
Could have killed him.
But I think it was one of those a little bit of mercy sort of things, if he was related to him or not.
Had a little sense of pity.
But at the time of Jason's birth, he was being born like right around the time that this coup took place. And
what an unfortunate time to be born.
Yes, exactly. So Jason had to be smuggled out of the city because anybody who's born from Aeson is going to have that right to the throne. And especially being a male heir, that he could be a real threat to Pelias's rule. Yeah,
like male heirs, that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Huge problem.
You got to get rid of them. You got to tie up your loose ends.
Yeah. You can't just go leave them hanging out. Typical Greek foil, right?
You got to send some guys in some black cloaks in the middle of the night with some knives and some daggers and
get rid of the babies.
Yeah, got to get rid of those babies. That black market for baby killing was going strong back in ancient Greece, I think. But luckily Jason was able to be smuggled out, and he was raised by a centaur named Chiron on this mountaintop. And evidently Chiron has been like the go-to guy to send all your demigods and your would-be heroes to get trained up. Does this sound familiar at all?
Yeah, like Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. I was going to say it sounds like Philatides.
Oh, from
Hercules.
Yeah, from Hercules. Yeah, there's he trains like all of the big Greek heroes. All of them.
And actually spotted an inconsistency in the Disney movie that I didn't know about until we researched this. When young Hercules is taking the tour of like Philatides' little lair. Yeah. And he bumps his head on that thing, and Phil says, "Watch out, that was the mast of the Argo." Yeah. And it cannot be the mast of the Argo because Hercules was on the Argo later on. In part of this story.
Yeah, he was.
So they got their timeline. Disney got their time all out of order.
Come on, Disney.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have like a multi-million-dollar billion-dollar company.
Somebody to do some research.
Damn it, geez.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they probably got the original copy of Jason and the Argonauts.
If we go missing, it's probably because Disney just killed us.
The big mouse came and slit our throats. Oh, man. All right, so he's teaching him like how to hunt, how to shoot a bow, how to wield a sword.
How to be a horseman.
Yeah, how to save the damsels in distress.
Yeah, Hey, that lady, she seems not good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in the
chivalry things.
Yeah.
Just imagine that montage, and that's what's going on with Jason here until he's 20 years old.
I'm getting like Mulan. I'm going to make a man out of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all the Disney like montages put together. I kind of see
Going the distance, all of it.
Similar theme developing.
Can you ride a centaur, or is that like inappropriate?
In Harry Potter, they do, or he does one time, but then the other centaurs get mad at him.
Yeah, I feel like it's inappropriate. But like, Also,
In a pinch, though, you might need to.
yeah, and you would also have like 8 arms.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you could be like the most powerful weapon if you rode centaurs in battle. Sorry.
They kind of have like a mind of their own, though, too.
Yeah,
It's not
so-
like you're like whipping it and be like, you go this way. I don't know. They might take offense to that.
You might get like, it kind of feels weirdly like,
Yeah.
mm.
It'd be like me riding you into battle. Probably.
Probably like that.
That's funny. We'll put that on a t-shirt, too.
It's like me riding you into battle. Yep.
So the reason that Pelias was so hell-bent on killing Jason and the other any male heir that Aeson had was because there was a prophecy made. He was one of those rulers. You know how the rulers get super into like the divination and the prophecies and the seers and the fortune tellers.
Yeah, they're like, tell me things. Come on, give me my future. Let me know. I want to know.
Why do they want to know so bad? I think they just want to see threats before they come up, sort of thing. Okay, and this is what the seer told him was that he needed to beware of a man with one sandal.
And you're just like, what? The homeless guy?
I'm pretty sure I saw a guy with one sandal today.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, it's cold. Here's a pair of shoes.
Exactly. But
oh man.
So he had to be on the lookout for someone with one sandal pretty much his entire reign. He was always looking down at people's feet when he would meet them to make sure that they were wearing both their sandals.
Could you imagine the anxiety of that? Just being like,
That's why I don't think the seer thing is a very good idea, because it would just make you paranoid like all the time, constantly.
All the time, yeah. You would live in anxiousness, which is not just not peaceful.
No, definitely not.
But it's always these royal people trying to secure their throne. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he had a very peaceful rule anyway, just because it was born out of this like bloodshed. So it was started off on the wrong foot automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's on the lookout for the one sandal person. Jason has now turned 20 years old. He's been raised by Kieran on the mountain.
He knows the right things to do. He
Yeah.
went the distance. He's become the man.
Now he's going to find his way. And he learns about his birthright to be the king of Iolcus. So he's like, I'm going to go take the throne from the usurper, Pelias. So while he's going back to Iolcus, there's a river. And at the river's edge, he sees an old woman that is about to try to cross the river by herself. And it's like a tumultuous river with like rapids and stuff. You're like, old ladies can barely cross the street. There's no way.
You're not going to let her cross that way.
No, exactly. I don't even know what she's doing trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, and again, we're thinking he's been taught the right thing to do here. Chiron was like, get on my back, ride me. So
Right. So that's what he does. He goes right up to her and he offers to put her on his back.
He's like, I've been raised by a centaur. Get on my back.
Get on my back. I know what I'm doing. So she takes him up on the offer because they evidently don't have bridges.
I mean, a bridge is a pretty big thing to have. You know, in like ancient Roman culture, bridges were even considered sacred because they're such powerful. Like, I mean, it's
a huge undertaking to make a bridge
and go over and rivers aren't like they are now. Rivers seem like so contained and controlled now.
Yeah,
but if you read about some of the early American rivers, sometimes they would go like.
They were like almost a mythical type thing.
Yeah,
because there was such a barrier.
Yeah,
the land over the river was just completely out of the question of going there most of the time. Because you didn't have a bridge, you couldn't just like drive across the bridge.
You might be able to get to during a drier season. You might be able to make it across, but mostly not.
They were much more of a living thing that grew and shrank with the seasons and the rains. Yeah.
Exactly. So they felt very alive. Well, now we don't really think of that. Yeah.
It's like in that story where we did the Spear of Destiny, where that guy tried to cross and he had the spear in his hand and he dropped it and he jumped in after it and then he drowned.
Yep, exactly. Much more dangerous.
Yes, much more dangerous. So Jason is going to get his old lady helping across the river badge, and he helps her across the river. But unfortunately, one of his sandals gets stuck in the mud while he's crossing, and he has to leave it behind because he can't just like bend over, but like, hold on to my neck tighter, or I'm going to bend over and get my sandal.
Because he's not actually a horse.
You know how those rivers are with the rocks and the rapids? Like your foot could just like sink right down into him and you would lose your sandal like no problem.
I mean, flip-flops I lose just because I'm
just walking around flip-flops. Yeah. And sandals just like a flip-flop with a back on it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
These weren't like all laced up and stuff. They're just sandals.
Yeah, this is regular sandals.
So he loses his sandal, but he makes it across the river, and the old lady thanks him for his service. But
he gets his badge when he goes back to Kieran.
What we don't know, or what Jason doesn't know at the time, is that it was not really an old lady, but the queen of the gods, Hera, was in disguise.
Ooh, yeah. So like hospitality in the god's eyes was gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
Greek culture has like the laws of hospitality because you could be associating with gods. Usually it's with Zeus.
Right.
But here we are with Hera, who's also practicing like how well are you treating other people?
Are they just like walking up and down the rivers, like looking like hobos,
testing
and
the morality,
hoping that people will help them across the river?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or are they looking at particular people and saying, "I'm going to test your virtue"? Yeah. What I kind of like is that she is kind of testing his virtue here. She's seeing, is Jason actually a good character?
She took an interest in him. And I'm not sure if it was just in the movie, but I'm sure that you're familiar with the 1963 Jason and the Argonauts movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when I was like a kid, parts of it.
I watched it the other night, and I never saw it when I was younger, but I think it holds up pretty well. Some of the special effects are, of course, like very rudimentary, but it's shot really like beautifully. Well, I think they did well with the shooting. But in that version, Jason's mother, before she smuggles him out of the city, she's praying to the god Hera. To come like save her son or to have some divine intervention to help him not be killed by Pelias. And I think that is like what originally drew Hera's eye onto Jason. Yeah. So she kept up with him a little bit while he was growing up. And then when he started making his way back to Iolcus, that she was like paying attention. So maybe she inserted herself into the story.
Yeah. It's weird to think that the divine like people of like mythology aren't omniscient. They're not everywhere.
Right.
Or sorry, they're not omnipresent.
Yeah. They're not omniscient either, I don't think.
Yeah, they're none of it. They're not. Yeah.
They're just like really strong, immortal people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with the same flaws. They just have lots of power.
Yeah, yeah. And so like, yeah, that's a weird thing that happens is like they can't see or pay attention to everything at one moment. They have to go places and choose people who are important enough to pay attention to, which in a world of more than 1 billion people, how do you get paid?
How do you choose which one to pay attention to?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even show up on their radar in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really
now it might be easy because you might be the only person sacrificing to Zeus or Hera. There's like maybe 3 others and they're all nerds. So you just got to be stronger than them.
Exactly. So now he has Hera's favor because he showed her this hospitality, helping her cross the river. But she does not reveal herself to Jason at this point. So he continues on to Iolcus, and I think that once the Pelias is like guards and stuff, I think that they know the thing about the one sandal. So once they see somebody with one sandal that says that they want an audience with the king or whatever, they're like, oh, okay, well, we're taking you.
Yeah, you have one sandal on.
You have one sandal, so we know we've been looking out for you.
This feels like some Star Wars shit.
Yeah, it definitely does. So they bring him before the king, and Pelias has been dreading this all along. He knows that his claim to the throne is illegitimate and that it belongs to Jason. And
he's feeling that insecurity.
So he comes up with a scheme. And do you want to tell us about the scheme, Jesse?
Of course, the scheme right there is retrieve the golden fleece.
Oh, right? That sounds easy, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how many golden goats or rams do you know?
Not very many.
Yeah,
next to 0.
I don't think I know any.
No.
Anyways, there is a golden fleece in this world. So let me tell you a little bit about the origins of this golden fleece. It starts with a lot of family drama,
of course,
as Greek tales do.
I see you got a family tree.
Yeah, I got a little family tree here. We'll put it up for you guys. There was a great king named Athamas. We're hoping we're saying that. It's all Greek to me, guys.
Athamas.
I didn't study Greek. I studied Latin. So I'm guessing here.
Close enough, dude.
Yeah. And he marries a beautiful woman that she's actually a goddess or a nymph. Her name's Nephili. She is the goddess of clouds and rain. She was created by Zeus from a cloud, actually, and she was actually made in the image of Hera, his wife.
Is that flattering, or is that like when you?
It was so that he could use her to trick other people.
Okay.
So maybe not. She's also the mother of centaurs.
This is very confusing.
Yeah, I know. It gets really wild right here.
How do the logistics of that work?
Oh, I don't know.
Are centaurs born standing up? I don't know these questions. Who knows? Giraffes are.
Yeah.
But I don't know if horses are.
Yeah.
He's closest to a horse, not really a giraffe.
That's a whole extra torso.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening there.
Exactly. There's a lot of room for error, I think, if you're giving birth to a centaur.
Yeah. snap their neck.
Anyway,
Anyways, back to
continue.
so
this is centaur husbandry.
This is centaur husbandry. We don't need to go over this.
No.
She and him have 2 kids, Helena or Heli.
It's like one of those new college majors. It's like, what's your major? Oh, I just made it up. What is it? Centaur husbandry.
Yeah, right. So they have 2 kids. This goddess and Artemis, and that's Helle and Ferrex. So these 2 are like, oh well, we were very happy and we have like our family. But Athemaeus, just as any great king, is like, I want another wife. So he marries Ino, and they have 2 kids. Well, he goes back to his original wife and he's like, I kind of like you a little bit more.
I tried the 2-wife thing, didn't really work out.
Yeah, it wasn't my happiest.
I want a mulligan.
Ino gets jealous.
Of course.
She's like, why aren't you paying attention to me? You never take me out on dates. You're always taking her out. You're always paying attention to those kids. And so she decides she is going to get back at him.
How does she do that?
Well, she burns all the seeds of next year's harvest, or like all the things that they're gonna like
that
plant.
They need to eat.
Yeah, she burns all of them.
Wow, that's gonna have a lot of collateral damage with the other people that need to eat that food too.
Exactly. And so all the farmers are really worried as they have no seeds.
Yeah.
And so the farmers start going to the Oracle of Delphi. Do you know anything about the Oracle of Delphi? Have you ever heard of her?
Does she like inhale the vapors from the earth?
Yeah.
And trip on him, and
she's also called the Pythia. This is actually one of the oldest Greek institutions that we actually know more about this than anyone else.
But the Oracle of Delphi,
who speaks on behalf of Apollo. She's given truth of prophecies. Apollo is the god of
prophecies
light and prophecy, and
we'll
seeing
see that
and
later.
Also arts. Yeah. So he is. This is pretty much his voice. And again, this institution goes from the 8th century BC all the way to the 4th century AD.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty old institution. That makes it 1,200 years.
How do you get to be the oracle of somewhere? Are you just like the most devoted?
Yeah, I feel like I should have looked this up. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how
you self-appointed oracle.
I don't think you're self-appointed because people from all over the Greek world are coming to this like mount.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be right at least some of the time for people to believe in what you got to say.
Yeah. It was also, she was known to, whoever the oracle was, she was the most powerful woman in the world.
Yeah, she's like the only oracle whose name that we know most of the time. Like, the Oracle of Delphi. I can't name any other oracles.
Well, yeah, because she's the only one who matters.
Exactly.
Anyways, so the farmers keep going to her. We actually don't know what she told the farmers because every time they left, would meet them on the road and bribe them and say, no, you have to tell the king that he must sacrifice his son.
Oh.
His first son has to be sacrificed because she's jealous and she wants her kids to be paid attention to. And the other wife's kids are getting all the attention, getting all the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
And so she keeps on paying them off the farmers to be like, no, that you have to sacrifice your first son. So the farmers come to Artemis and they're like, hey, you need to do this. This is the only way you need to sacrifice your first son, Phrixus, and create like peace again and let us have, we need our crops. So
things will be okay if he kills his first son.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. This brings him a lot of sorrow, brokenhearted.
Of course.
As I also think of like sometimes like things like the Abraham story or something where like the idea of having to kill your first son is just kill a child just in general just seems like heartbreaking.
As we see later, some of them have no problem doing it though.
It's more common in the ancient world, and which is actually one of the things you think about even with Abraham is like it must have been common enough that he was like, yeah, this must be a thing. Because in the ancient world, it was almost like because we can't even imagine it now.
Right.
We can't imagine.
Back then you had so many children, you tried to have as many as possible because you knew that you were going to have some oracle telling you that you're going to have to sacrifice at least like the first 6. and the other ones aren't going to survive the first like year of life anyway because of typhoid fever later. And a bunch of other random things or like the flu, Black Plague.
So he finally agrees to this with a broken heart. He agrees to sacrifice, but
is his son in the corner like, hey, hold on just a second. Wait, I do not agree to this.
I didn't say yes.
Yeah, did not sign up for this.
Or is he like, yeah, for the greater good, for the good of the kingdom?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on how like.
It's like those people who said that they would die for COVID or for like the government to reopen because they would go to the stores and get COVID and die for it.
Jeez. Yeah, exactly. Well, right before he sacrifices him, his mother, Nephili, the mother and goddess, appears with a great ram. Now, this ram also has wings and is golden.
Wow.
It's so golden, not way more gold than our drinks. It's so golden that literally everyone is paralyzed. They look upon it and are paralyzed.
That sounds like the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, some powerfully magical golden fleece coming off that ram.
Yeah. So he and his twin sister, who I mentioned, is Heli.
Mm-hmm.
Both, I guess he's like, you're coming with me, sister. And they both jump on and fly away on top, like on it.
She probably shouldn't have jumped on that ram, though.
No, because she actually, as they're going, they escape the city. They're flying over the Black Sea. It seems, no, not even the Black Sea, the Aegean Sea at the time. Seems like it's going really well. And then she falls off.
Oh, man. You can only grip a golden ram for so long.
And like he keeps on trying to go save her, but the waves keep on throwing her back under. She gets taken into the straits, and like there's actually some straits named after her.
The Hellespont.
Yeah, the Hellespont. But she does lose her life.
That's unfortunate.
Are you finished with yours?
Oh yeah. My ice keeps getting a nice little like crevice in it.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a planet.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work out so well.
So she's gone. What happens to the boy?
He lands in the city of
Colchis.
Colchis, and meets and is welcomed by Aeetes.
Let's do Colchis. I think that's right.
Colchis. Okay.
Yeah.
I trust you. It's all Greek to me.
So he's welcomed by Aeetes.
Yeah, at this time.
Okay.
At this time,
Aeetes must be pretty old then, or maybe he lives a long time. Who knows?
Or he's only 20, so.
Okay. He's later on in the story.
Oh wait,
he's still the king.
I was talking about Jason. Sorry,
I
don't know who I'm talking about right now.
Wasn't Aeetes like born of the sun god or something?
Yeah. He was the son of
Helios.
Yeah. So when he gets there, he also decides, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this ram to Zeus, which is crazy.
Right. Why don't you kill the thing that just like saved your life? That'd be like Gandalf turning on the eagles and being like, thanks guys, I'm going to sacrifice you now.
And this was originally a gift from the god Hermes. So it's like, geez, you're just
slapping all the gods in the face right there.
Yeah. It feels wrong. Feels wrong.
A little lime.
A little lime in there.
For our ginger snaps.
Yeah. I think lime will make it better.
Lime almost makes everything better. Except like brownies and...
Well, and like if you have like a cut.
Yeah, exactly. Surgery.
Okay. So he sacrifices this and gives the pelt to King Aeetes as a thanksgiving for a new home. And that's where Aeetes decided to hang up the fleece.
It's like his like centerpiece.
Yeah, it's like his centerpiece. He has a sacred grove that's offered to the god Ares, which is extremely weird actually for this time. Ares in the Greek culture is, so that's Mars in Rome, right? Roman religion. In Roman religion, Mars is a patron god of Rome. He is what creates peace, war by peace, or peace by war. Sorry, peace by war.
That's one way to look at it.
Yep. Right. The Greeks didn't think like that. The Greeks often thought of Ares as they did not like Ares.
Like a chaos
chaos god. Yeah. And so it's actually kind of interesting that his centerpiece is a grove or like a sacred grove offered to Ares, the god of war. That's like my centerpiece is the god of war. You're like, what the hell's wrong with you, buddy? Like that's like having a centerpiece and be like, I'm a Satanist. Satan is my centerpiece. Like you're like, that's not okay, buddy. That's not okay. But that's what he has going on.
That kind of says a lot about their culture and
yeah. But he also has like a big old dragon hanging out there.
So was the dragon like already in the grove?
Yeah. It was just hanging out there. That dragon, that was its home. The dragon protected it, and it became a symbol of this king's power.
And it never sleeps.
Dragon never sleeps.
How does that even work?
It's a very caffeinated dragon.
That's funny.
But there was this whole idea that became kind of this mythos that if he loses his golden fleece, he'll lose his kingdom.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you put so much stock in like one item like that.
Yeah,
it's like Sauron in the Ring, and
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, because it's problematic.
Right.
But he does have a fire-breathing dragon there, so he must feel pretty good about it. And a temple to the god of war.
Yeah, he has some other fire-breathing stuff that we'll learn about later.
Yeah. So
all Jason's got to do is
just go there,
get the golden fleece.
Just go get the golden fleece from the sleepless dragon.
And how far away is this Colchis place?
Well, that's
where he starts, is in Iolcus right there.
And he has to get all the way up here?
Yeah.
So he just has to cross a part of the Mediterranean Sea and all of the Black Sea.
And Colchis is like, to the Greeks, that's like the edge of the world.
Yeah, that's as far as the world goes.
Mm-hmm. It's like wrapped in like mythology, and this is where like the Orientals come from over there, because I think the mountains, is the Carpathian Mountains maybe, sort of form a barrier right there. And that's like where the cultures mix, but that's as far as anywhere in Greece knows about for the most part. And I mean, speaking a little bit out of my depth, I don't know all those things for certain, but for all intents and purposes, Jason is being sent to the edge of the known world to get the golden fleece.
It's like being sent to...
It's a fool's errand.
Yeah.
He's being set up to fail by Pelias.
Yeah, because Pelias doesn't want him to get actually there. Like, he's like, right. I have my kingdom.
But I'm presenting you with this fair exchange, or at least making it look like it's a fair exchange. If you bring back the golden fleece, I will give you the
your
throne.
Kingdom back, and we won't have to fight.
Exactly. Which makes me think, like, why didn't Jason just like chop off his head right there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Jason was raised by a
very
honorable centaur.
I forgot about that.
He's like, I'm going to do the right thing.
I will prove myself a true hero.
Yeah. He's only 20, so it's like,
But
he has to prove something.
He can't go there alone. He's got to, first of all, he's got to have transportation.
Yeah, he needs needs somehow to get there.
Right. And
he has no eagles.
No, he has no eagles, and the one golden ram that could fly was slain.
Yeah, but he didn't even have that.
So what he does is, with a little bit of guidance from Athena, is that they find a master shipbuilder named Argos. And Argos is going to use this sacred timber from the prophetic oak trees at Dodona. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, so this place where these oak trees grow, and they have like this supernatural power, and that he's going to use these trees to build the Argo. And part of like one of the main features of the Argo is this head that's carved out of wood that I think resembles Hera, or that Hera speaks through
Is it.
Athena
or Hera?
I think that it's Hera,
okay,
but there might be some accounts where it's Athena, because it seemed like all the female gods, like Athena, Hera, Aphrodite, were kind of all on Jason's side at one point or another.
The ladies, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another theme for the story. But since they used this sacred wood to carve Hera's likeness into the front of the ship, that she could speak through it, so in times of like need or confusion, if they needed some direction or some encouragement, that they could consult the ship.
The ship could give them wisdom.
Could give them some wisdom, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because the things that they're going to face on their travels, they're going to need all the help from the gods that they can get.
All of it, because they're not going to do great without it.
But this was the strongest seafaring ship, and maybe the largest that had ever been built up until this point.
Wow. I really like the old school, like, styled Greek ships.
Me too.
Those
yes.
are like,
with the double rows of oars.
Yeah, rows of oars, and they have like that deep hull that's going there, and they just kind of look.
It reminds me of the Viking ships too.
Yeah.
It's like they had a similar theme going on with them.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking that they got them from the prophetic oaks. It's interesting that in ancient culture, oaks are often considered some kind of. You see it in Viking culture. You see it in Hebrew religion. You remember when Abraham hung out around the oaks of Miriam?
What happened?
That's where he saw God.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where he like only saw like the back of him.
It was like one of the times that he was visit. I don't remember. It's in the Genesis story though. Like quite a few times he's around these oaks and he has an experience with.
That's awesome.
God. And then here the Druids obviously, and it's like, and when you see oak trees, like even the live oaks that grow around here, it's like.
There's something special about an oak tree.
Now imagine them not being touched for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Because like I have one in my family's backyard that's like 350 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Huge, and it looks magnificent, but that's nothing compared to what they would have had at this time when it was all still wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would have had the old forest.
My family had a tree at my grandpa's house that it was an ancient tree, and it had like a plaque out in front of it. I don't remember who was in charge of putting the plaques there.
City, I think.
It was like a UNESCO World Heritage Site plaque, not really,
cool.
but something that says this is an old important tree.
This is an old important tree.
Yeah, and
don't cut it down.
After he died, they cut it down and built a jacks on top of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That feels
unfortunately.
unfortunate.
Yeah, exactly. There's no
Modern
telling what kind
world.
of like tree spirits were displaced from chopping down the ancient oak tree. But
I feel like the nature gods need to get mad again and start destroying our fast food places.
yeah, well, we just use the fast food places to destroy ourselves. So like they're gonna come out on top. Yeah.
We'll go through the cement of this old culture.
That's funny. Since the Argo was huge, though, that Jason couldn't man it by himself, he needs a crew. For a legendary ship deserves a legendary crew to go with it.
This part feels like the calling of the Avengers.
Yes, this is like the Avengers of the Greek myths here, where they're like going to get the band together to go on this mission, and everyone wants to sign up because they want to be a part of this glory.
I would like to point out, like you just said it, like everyone wants to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
This is so opposite of like the story of the Odyssey, for example. Odysseus didn't want to go fight
Really?
in the Trojan War. Most of them didn't really want to fight in the Trojan War. It seemed like it was
Dying for someone else's dreams.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, they say Helen had the face that launched 1,000 ships, right? And they're like, yeah, but I don't get that face.
Exactly.
Am I doing this for someone else?
Yep.
And so it's just this kind of like wasteful. No one wants to be there. Odysseus pretends to be crazy when they come there so that they won't take him, but they found out that he wasn't. Other heroes try hiding. Even Achilles is tempted to not do it, but he's like fame and glory.
Right.
So
the call of fame and glory is very strong, and if that
So
doesn't work,
strong.
then the call of riches.
yeah, exactly. So we're seeing like here, everyone's like,
Sign me up.
yeah, let's do this.
I wonder what the difference is. Like,
Yeah, right.
there was no guarantee of success with either of these things, and
But
they're
this
both
one-
very dangerous.
But this one does feel a little bit because you're not going to war. You're going to find a golden fleece.
So they knew they were going to war in the
Yeah. So this one feels a little bit more badass. Like it's just like imagine if I
You want to go see the end of the world. It's like when we talked about going on the
Yeah.
ships that would the spaceships that would travel to the nearest star or whatever. Like if you wanted to be aboard one of those things or to go to Mars for the first time,
and I feel like we saw
the same pulls these guys onto the ship.
and maybe with the same way as El Dorado.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
What are we gonna see? Where are we going? It's kind of exciting.
The adventure itself is a big part of the fun.
Yeah.
Is the thrill. So this is like a who's who of Greek mythology. So the people that sign up to go on the Argo become the Argonauts, and they comprise of, there's actually over 50 of them because the ship
big
has
ship.
50 oars on it. So, and it's 100 feet long. It's made out of this sacred timber. And some of the big names that we see sign up are Hercules. You may have heard of him.
Yeah, Hercules is there.
Orpheus.
If you guys remember our Sir Orfeo episode, Sir Orfeo is based off of the myth of Orpheus. Yeah.
We learned a lot about in the Sir Orfeo episode. I feel like I know Orpheus very well now.
Yeah.
We've got Castor and Pollux, who are also sons of Zeus.
Yeah. And Pollux is like what?
He's like a boxer,
Yeah.
and Castor is a master horse tamer.
Right.
So he's good with the horses. Don't know if that translates to being good with the centaurs or not. Not really sure.
Who knows?
You've also got Zetes and Calais, who are sons of Boreas, who is the North Wind. Not really sure how the North Wind has children, but here we are. Very carefully. And they can both fly.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's one of the perks of being born from the North Wind.
Light as a feather. You take yourself lightly.
And let's see. So those are like your big players most of the time. There are some other minor guys or like ones that are also famous in Greek lore but don't play a huge part in the story that we're going to talk about. But you have Licinius, or that might be how you say it. And he had supernatural sight. We learned later that another one of the Argonauts has supernatural hearing. We have this guy named Idas, and he was kind of like your devil's advocate guy. A lot of the time,
He'd always be asking the questions.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
quit
it's like-
asking us.
yeah, exactly. Quit
Yeah.
asking us. So then you have Typhus, who is the not Typhus like the fever? Is that a real thing? Is it typhus or typhoid? Typhoid? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Typhus is known for typhoid. No, he is the master helmsman and the navigator. So he was good. He was steering the ship most of the time. Because if you're Jason, you can't be steering the ship and also
you gotta be
commanding the men. You gotta delegate. That's the part of being a leader that we'll learn during the story, is that you gotta put the right guy in the right position. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Some other accounts. There is one woman, her name is Atalanta, not Atlanta, but Atalanta. And she was like a master bowsman, and she was great with the archery.
Good for her.
But she's not really mentioned in any of the details either. And it's kind of strange that there was a woman on board anyway, given some of the events that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
That happened in a little while, pretty much right off the bat.
Pretty off. They get out of harbor and they're like, oh.
She's like, why did I sign up for this? It's all locker room talk. They're like, what's a locker room? Oh man. So there we go. We've got the crew. We've got the helmsman. We've got Orpheus has got the music. Hercules has got the muscle.
I like that it's like the setting up of a D&D game. You have Orpheus, your bard.
Yeah.
You have your navigator. You have your fighter.
Your special talents are distributed pretty well.
You have your ranger.
Yeah.
We don't know why she's here, but like we're excited for it. You have your talking ship.
Yeah, exactly. Like what could possibly go wrong?
What possibly could go wrong? Well, okay, so they sail out. I think they're just like a couple days. They're not even they're just a couple days out. They're like, yeah, it's a very nice day. We need to get some supplies. Well, there's an island.
Right. Like, how do you have supplies for 50 guys on a ship where all they're doing is like rowing? It didn't seem like there was like a big.
Do you think they have they
under part of the ship?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So they needed protein powder.
Definitely. They had to re-up on their protein powder and their creatine.
So they stop at an island called the island of Lemnos.
Oh, Lemnos.
Have you heard of that? Of course, yeah. Have you read the story?
A little bit.
So the island of Lemnos.
Tell me about Lemnos.
Was their most distracting island.
Oh, and that's saying something.
They land there, and it's an island entirely of women.
Wow.
Which is inciting for all of them except for one.
I want to know why.
Okay, so yeah. Why?
Because it seems too good to be true, sort of thing.
How do you have an island of women? How do you have an island of women? Okay, for many years, the women of this island were very devoted to Aphrodite. Do you know who Aphrodite is?
Oh, yes. Goddess of beauty and desire.
Goddess of beauty, desire, love. And when we say love, I mean more of like that passionate, like getting lost love. It's interesting to have a goddess to that. Could you imagine?
It fits though. It fits with the gods and their what do you call it? The many faces of their personalities.
Exactly. But it's just such an interesting thing because then people will be like, Aphrodite, I really love this person. Can you help me?
She probably got a ton of that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She had her secretary who's like, filter out all the calls about these minor infatuations.
I wonder if St. Valentine gets the same like problem.
Probably so. All the time.
So all these women were very devoted to her for some time, but they got lazy.
Oh, as they do.
Yeah, they
thought they had it all.
Yeah, they had it all. Their devotion waned, and they let the temple go into ruins.
Can't do that.
They let vines grow up. Maybe some things cracked up.
Aphrodite didn't like that.
Oh no, Aphrodite was like, why would you let my temple fall in ruins? You're gonna smell bad. You're gonna smell real
curse
stinky.
you with body odor.
Like super body odor.
Right. And this is already back in the day when like they didn't have deodorant, they didn't take showers in general. So like if they smelled bad, it had to be bad.
Like, have you ever just met someone where you're just like, you just smell bad, like wrong? I don't know what was happening there, but the smell just must have been atrocious because their husbands were like, actually, I'm gonna go sleep with my slave. And
while that might be problematic,
I guess it makes sense for Greek culture at this time.
Yes, exactly.
But the women decided we're smelly and angry.
Yes,
we're very angry. We're very angry about
combination.
This. Yeah, smelly, angry women is not a good situation. So what happens is they're like, let's murder our husbands.
Oh, nice. The murder plot.
The murder. Yeah. And they go murdering their husbands and murder their boy children.
Oh.
They just murder all the boys.
I see that.
They're like the worst. They're smelly.
It's a penis purge.
Yeah, penis purge. Yeah, they're just like, let's get rid of everyone. We'll be a group of smelly hippie women together.
Do you think that they smelled them before they saw him coming? They're like,
oh no,
here they come. You know, have you ever heard that thing about if you like the way that someone smells, that it means that your genes are like more compatible with theirs?
I haven't.
And if you don't like the way they smell, it might be like that you could be related, like you're closer
I haven't
related
heard
to
that,
them.
yeah.
So they're like, oh, it must be my first cousin sort of thing.
My first cousin's coming. Oh, she's pissed at me.
Because we've been on this island for so long, everyone's our cousin.
So,
who knows?
Well, these girls go ahead and just do their penis purge.
Mm-hmm.
All the men, all the boys are murdered. Well, that creates an island of women who have not seen men for a long time. So whenever the Argonauts get there, they're like men, boys.
They're
men,
like, wow.
And Aphrodite's like, you know what?
This has gone on long enough.
If this keeps going, there's not going to be anyone here to worship me.
Yeah.
I need a new generation of people to worship me.
Gotta cut my losses.
Yeah, so she takes away their smelly smell.
That's convenient.
Yeah, she like perfumes them.
Yeah.
And so the Argonauts get there and they're like, we've been sailing for like 3 days.
We stink.
We stink. Women. And so the Argonauts don't just get distracted for a day or a week.
It's a while.
They get distracted for over a year.
Oh, man.
They're like not even that far from home. And for a whole year.
It's like right inside of the coast. And it's
you're like, what are you guys doing
I can
over there?
still see my house.
And they're just like,
there's my wife.
they're just hooking up with these ladies and like making a life there. And like Aphrodite's happy about this.
Oh yeah, of course. But it doesn't sit well with all of the crew.
No, not all the crew. You know, actually, it's, you know, who really got mad about it was Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Hercules reminded them, he said, men, come together. Come on, get over here.
Huddle up.
Over here. Huddle up. We got locker room talk.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to win this game. We got to win this game.
gotta
He's
win
right
this
here.
game.
Yeah. We can't play this thing we're doing.
This is a distraction.
We're just settling down here. We need to quit it.
He's on like first base. We got
no fleece, no fame.
Right.
And
no fleece, no fame.
No fleece, no fame. And the men feel ashamed of themselves.
As they should.
Yeah. They've just been having way too much sexy time. It's time to get back to work.
They've already repopulated the island.
Yeah, literally the island.
There was time for them to be born.
Yeah,
or
they've
like
literally
people on
probably
the
seen
island.
their first generation of kids already.
Exactly.
And so like they're like shamefully they say, yes, you're right, Hercules. We're gonna return to our work.
Way to go, Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules is like, poof, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So like the team gets back on the boat, says, later, ladies.
Right. Hercules is used to that. It's like that wherever he goes anyway.
Yeah, always.
He's just like,
let's go.
Uh-huh.
So and they take their leave.
Do you think that the Argonauts were like impressed by the all-female society on the island? Like they like run in like administration and tax collection and garbage disposal and, you know, like all those things that a city and civilization need, but it was just women doing it.
Was it better? Was it worse? Were they impressed?
Did everything break down once a month for like a week?
Did they stay there? They stayed there for a year.
Yeah, exactly.
They stayed there for a year.
Mm-hmm. So they had to really get up into like the nitty gritty of the society. So like I wonder how it was different being run by all women.
You know, my mom always would make honey to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have like a lot of those too?
Probably.
Like, a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Faucet needs to be fixed.
Do you think the Argonauts were just out of the boat with like their wrenches and their tools and ready to get stuff off the top shelf and things like that?
And they felt probably pretty purposeful. Or was it just about sexy time? I want to say that maybe they felt a little bit at home. Like, oh yeah, all these people make me feel at home.
Right. And they need me to do things.
And there's only like 50 of us Argonauts. And
yeah, exactly. Like, the ratio is really good.
Yeah, like yeah. So I don't know what they're thinking there. But
who knows?
Are you done with yours already?
Probably.
How the heck do you do that?
I don't know, dude.
I'm like way behind.
Well, you were sharing a lot during this little part, so.
Okay, so what happens next?
Okay, so they leave Lemnos after Hercules gets them back in gear and makes them feel ashamed of their decisions. I bet some of them think that they should have already like the whole voyage itself might not have taken a year if they hadn't taken this time right now. But they travel a little farther and they...
You need some ice, by the way.
Sure, yes, some ice sounds like it'd be great. So they reach, it's called the Dolione, or the Doliones. It's a land or like a people group, and they are ruled by King Cyzicus. And he greets the Argonauts with warm hospitality and him and Jason exchange gifts of mutual goodwill. It's like one of those hospitality things that you mentioned earlier about how the Greeks like wrote the book on hospitality. And so this was like not just being friendly to the travelers. It was like a whole like, okay, I will protect you in battle, and if you need my help, I will come and get your back, sort of thing. By the way, we are also getting raided every night by these 6 armed giants that come down from the mountain and try to kill all our people.
Like 6 armed?
They have 6 arms. Yeah. Not just 6 giants with arms. Each giant has 6 arms. Yeah. It's just like the Machamp of the Pokemon, but like with an extra,
4 arms,
not just 4, a whole extra row of them. So kind of like spider people. They really have like legs, 6 arms.
It's like Mega Machamp.
Right. Exactly. Which is kind of just like a logistical nightmare, because after 4 arms, you'd think that they would just be getting in the way of the other arms.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. They might need to be like different lengths. So you have some like little T-Rex arms like close to
on the bottom that you kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. Do your day-to-day stuff, and then like your medium regular arms, and then like your like long arms.
Yeah, the
ones
top. For like reaching far away.
Like reaching.
The little ones seem so creepy. Yeah, I guess I have to imagine that these giants have like creepy little arms to shove things in their mouth, regular arms, and extra long arms.
I'll put that in the AI and see what it comes up with. But the Argonauts are like a godsend to these people, because it's a bunch of fighting age men who are out there seeking adventure. They want to prove themselves after they were on Sex Island for the last year or whatever.
Yeah, they're like, I have to do
something. They got that out of their system.
They're done.
They want to kill something.
They're here for the adventure.
So these 6-armed mountain men are called the Jinganese.
They would have that name.
Yeah, I might be pronouncing it wrong. I heard several different.
The Jinganese.
The Jinganese. They like Jenga and having 6. They're really good at it too, because they got 6 arms. So
quick.
Yeah. So they attack. Their name means earthborn, and we'll see as a theme for this like Greek myth that things that are like born of the earth sort of mean like chaos and temperamentalness, as opposed to the natural order of things, of like being born from like the divine bloodlines. These things from the earth they're more primordial, and they were like
they existed
before and separate from everything else. So the
they don't have
Ganganese,
the same way,
they come and attack these people at the kingdom of Cyzicus, and the Argonauts are there to take up their side, and with particularly Hercules' help, they are able to defeat the Ganganese in this like massive battle that takes place, where Hercules just goes in full throttle and he uses his brute force to just like take them out one by one. Some accounts say that the giants were specifically trying to attack the Argo and like disable it.
Yeah.
But Hercules, he had his bow. He's also really good with the bow. Like, you don't think of Hercules as being good with the bow, but like that was one of exactly. Because you know, he could probably pull it back
he took
pretty
a special
far.
Feat. Yeah, he took a special feat in like bow and arrow.
And bow
archery.
That's what we call that. That's funny. Yes. So after they are able to defeat them, and then the kingdom of Cyzicus is free from the periodical attacks from the Ganganese. And they are like, finally, gosh, we have been dealing with that for so long. Thank you so much, Argonauts. We really appreciate it. So we'll have a feast, and we will send you guys on your way. Thanks again for the help.
A little fist bump.
Yeah, a little fist bump.
Fist bump. Boom,
like that. And so the Argonauts get into the Argo, and they're like, see you guys. They wave from the shore, and then a storm hits. And it's just like a massive storm, a mighty tempest, and the storm is rolling, the waves are crashing, and it's
always happening.
It's at night too. It's dark and they can't see. So in the storm, they get turned around, but nobody knows that they get turned around. They wash up on the shore of this land, and on this land, it's not uninhabited. There are people already there, and the people see that a bunch of strangers have landed, and they're like, these must be bandits or raiders. They're here to attack us, so let's attack them. And so they get into a fight with these guys, and the fight lasts all night, and they're just like killing people at point blank range. They can't see them very well, so they're just like in close quarters combat, just like pulling hair and biting and sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know what you got to do.
They're like, oh man, bandits attacking. We got to fight. Everyone's going at it.
Everyone's going at it. And then the sun comes up, and it turns out that this was the kingdom of Cyzicus that they were just at, and they just killed the king of Cyzicus, and they killed a bunch of his subjects too. And they were like supposed to be friends.
Yeah. They just didn't know.
No, they just couldn't know. They couldn't see.
It was dark.
Yeah, it was dark, and their fight or flight response kicked in,
And they just attacked.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Yeah. So
unfortunate.
yeah, it's kind of a low point
Yeah,
here
low
for
point,
the Argonauts.
Killed
And-
your compatriots.
Yes, exactly. That we just had our friend gifts of mutual goodwill that we exchanged
We
together.
fist bumped each other.
Yes, we fist bumped. We had a feast.
We killed giants together.
Yes.
Weird 6-armed giants.
Yep. But now we killed you, and you were supposed to be our friends, and we're sorry about that. They had.
Was there a lot of like were they pretty pissed about it? How'd
Yeah,
that go?
but the people kind of understood. They had a lavish funeral that was held for King Cyzicus. Some accounts say that his wife hung herself at the funeral, which is really sad. They mourned for 3 days before setting off again, and this time it's like with a much heavier heart and much less of a sense of victory, and it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of the voyage and the things that are to come.
Yeah, like so many accidents.
They had a good time at Lemnos, it sounded like.
Yeah, they started off with way too much good. They should have saved some of that good time like for different parts of the trip, but they were like 1 year. They kind of good time.
They kind of wasted it all at one time.
Yeah. Just went out. Just kind of forgot themselves for a second.
Like, was the moon not shining that night or something?
Yeah,
Were they
like,
not
was it
just like,
just dark?
hey guys, like we just saw you a few minutes ago.
Yeah, like half hour ago, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Must have been a pretty bad storm though. Like back in those days, you had no idea how far you were getting blown off course.
Yeah.
You could wind up at the edge of the world.
Yeah. They didn't know where they were going to end up, but no storms keep coming back.
And there's a lot of islands in Greece.
all over the place.
Like
All
you
over
can't
the
really see them from this map. I'm going to get a zoom in version of this so we can like map their movements a little better. But if you look at like a zoomed in, like there's tons of little islands, a lot of them uninhabited and have stuff to do with the story. And all of Greek mythology.
All of them have something, but maybe not what we think. So they do end up on another island after that. Because they sail away with their heavy hearts. And
did you read an account about what Hercules did on the way to this next island?
No, what did he do?
That he's trying to like make up for lost time because in Hercules' eyes they've kind of had two failures back to back, and he's had to save the day from the giants anyway. So he was like rowing really hard, and
he broke his oar.
He broke an oar.
Yeah. He was like row. He's like going faster than everyone. Everyone's
like,
kind of
row your boat, and then he broke his oar.
Yeah. So they really actually had to get their oar. Like they had to remake that oar.
Yeah. So they stop
because Hercules' oar. I wonder if Hercules' oar is just bigger than everyone else's.
The one that he's gonna get is gonna be bigger, I think. Yeah, because he wants to remake the oar to make up for his. You know how like he was clumsy in the Disney version before he really kind of hit puberty and came into his own. He was like knocking down temples and stuff like that, and the guy with the cart of fruit and was always getting the bad end of the deal. But when you're Hercules, you don't know your own strength, even if you think you do.
Yeah, even when you look like a little twerp, you're not.
Yeah, it's a lifelong lesson.
Well, what an unfortunate thing to happen to him here because he's going to get his bigger oar, but it's not going to work out like he thinks.
No.
So they get to the island of Chios. Chios? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's all Greek to me, guys. So sorry.
Do a drink every time Jesse says it's all Greek.
It's all Greek to me.
Boom.
So he comes to replace. They come to replace Hercules' broken oar, and he has a servant friend. It's a servant.
It's like his page or his squire. Or something like that.
If they don't have quite knights at this time, but
there's not the knight hierarchy. But like if you're Hercules, you can't be carrying all your stuff at one time.
You're not carrying your golf
sign
clubs.
autographs when both your hands are full.
So he has a guy, and that's Hylas. Hylas, sorry. And he likes Hylas. He's very close to him.
Yeah.
So him and his servant go like looking for like, oh, this will be the perfect tree to cut down for my oar, right? Well, his friend kind of like stumbles away. He's like, well, I'm gonna go check out some of this forest.
He just probably steps away to piss or something.
But the forest is really big. It's vast. And he kind of gets him.
You don't want to pull your out in front of Hercules.
No. Don't want to play that game.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he's a little intimidating.
Yeah, he goes to the woods, but then he kind of can't find his way back.
As you do.
He's like, man, this woods is big.
It's that missing 411.
Yeah, and so he kind of just gets lost. and he,
they didn't use the buddy system.
No, and he didn't put little X's on the trees. He just kind of went out there. And
he hasn't been listening to Legends and Libations because we talk about the buddy system in the Vikings episode, and we talk about the Fountain of Youth one with the X's on the trees.
Yeah, we need the buddy system here.
Yeah. This is pre-buddy system.
Pre-buddy system in antiquity.
Okay, so what happens to Hylas?
Hylas like finds himself a nice little river. He's like, I'm pretty sweaty now. I've been out here for a few hours. I'm gonna drink some water.
I don't know what a shower even is.
Yeah, I'm gonna bathe in this. I'm gonna drink some water, have a good time. Well, there's some nymphs, some river nymphs that are like,
Ooh,
exactly. They do that, do they? Ooh, because they haven't seen a man before.
Mm-hmm. They're like, what is that?
What is that? What is that chunk of change over there?
What's that hairy thing? What's that smell?
And so he's like leaning over to get some water, and they're like, actually, we're going to pull you in. They pull him in, and I thought he was going to drown, but he didn't.
Me too.
He became an immortal god.
Wow, lucky day for Hylas.
Lucky guy. Like he's like, I was pulled into a river, and now I'm a god.
Mm-hmm.
Like
was there like divine intervention in this situation, or did the nymphs like have the power to do that?
I think the nymphs have power to do that.
Okay. Where do the nymphs come from? Do you know?
They're like minor goddesses.
Okay. There's like a whole hierarchy then, it seems like.
Yeah, they have, I forget who created them.
Okay.
If I was better at my mythology. I should have looked this up before.
I wish that I was better at mythology too, but it seems like a very daunting thing to like be better at.
To be good at mythology.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of question marks too.
All the question marks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Hylas pulled in, made a god. Does he come back?
No. He's trapped to the water forever. For eternity. He's now part of the river.
Poor Hylas, man.
With his nymphs.
Yes.
But Hercules doesn't know this. Hercules is like,
where was he for the Limnos thing?
Yeah, right.
Did he not get that out of his system?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Hercules is like, you know what?
I bet Hercules made him stay on the boat at the Limnos place.
Oh, he did. He's like, you just stay on the boat, buddy.
I'm responsible for you, so we're just going to stay here.
And
he's like watching all of his comrades repopulate the island with all the women. He's just like, dang it. That's probably why he was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm done. I'm okay being pulled into the water by the water nymphs.
Take me.
Yep.
So
it's my turn.
It's my turn. He's chosen. And Hercules is like, I wonder where my friend went.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes searching the woods, can't find him.
Of course.
For days, he's looking for him. He's like, where the hell's my friend?
Yeah.
Apparently, Hercules is not good at communication with the ship.
I believe that.
He's like, I'm just going to look for my friends and not tell the whole ship where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
How far is the ship?
He just like hits mute on his like cell phone the whole time. He's like, silence.
Boop. You can't find me.
No service out here.
So he's just like,
break it and throw it in the water.
Yeah, he's just like looking around. Well, the twins that are the twins of the wind twins.
Oh yes.
Zetus and Calais are like, I think that we should leave Hercules. He's been gone for a few days.
You know, it had to be bad to be the first ones to suggest that, because you're like, Hercules is on a pedestal, all on his own sort of thing.
And they're like, I don't think he's coming back. Let's go ahead and leave.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason's like, all right. I don't know why Jason agreed to this.
I can't even think of an analogy
like
of what this would be like.
Their charisma must be so good. It's like, hey guys, like maybe everyone was like, there's no women on this island, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Or like maybe like,
I'm trying to think of like a band where it would be like you kick out the leader of the band and the band still continues, but you couldn't possibly survive without the leader of the band. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, let's just kick out Eddie Van Halen and go without him. No, because it's named after you. You can't survive without that. And like, Alex Van Halen's playing the drums, and he's like, "What about me?
I'm Van Halen.
I'm Van Halen too." That's a decent analogy.
So the twins convinced somehow Jason to leave without Hercules. When Hercules gets back, he's like pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, "Where are my companions? Where did they all go?"
So he gave up looking for Hylas. He
After
cut
a few
his
days.
losses. Yeah.
No, he didn't quite. He got pissed. He's hanging out on the shoreline, like angry, throwing all of the stuff around him, throwing boulders,
just picking up humongous boulders and just skipping them in the water.
Yeah, just throwing trees, ripping apart goats. I have no idea. He's just doing all of that.
All that Hercules stuff.
Yeah. But he decides he needs to go ahead and
things you do with roid rage. Yeah.
Exactly.
And methamphetamines.
He decides that he is going to get revenge, but for right now, he's just going to keep looking for his friend. We'll come back to Hercules much later, but he's like, I need to find my friend still.
Mm. Hercules has a lot of honor and like discipline. I feel like in the 1963 Jason and the Argonauts movie, I don't want to spoil it, but he's kind of like the dim-witted sort of brute.
Which doesn't feel like Hercules.
No, it doesn't. It never feels like any Hercules depiction that I've ever encountered, because you think of like the Disney Hercules that we talked about, and then you think about Hercules, the legendary journey that was in the 90s with Kevin Sorbo. I don't know if you ever saw that, but I watched that a lot with my parents growing up. And like that kind of like set the tone for like what I think about as Hercules. And he always had this like chivalrous, honorable hero like mentality to live up to.
Yeah.
He was never like the dumb brute that he's depicted as in the movie Jason the Argonauts.
I wouldn't think of him as a dumb brute.
No, me neither. Like maybe accidentally strong, but that's understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But he definitely with a good heart, with good intentions.
Yeah.
That's why he wants to look for his friend Hylas for so long too, because he doesn't want him to be left behind.
He's merely just a servant, but he's saying he's worth that time.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you spend a year on the island of the women, so I mean, we could spend like a couple of days looking for my buddy.
Our friend, but these guys are like, oh well, there's no women, we're leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, these twins. So they end up on an island with a king, whose name I think I spelt this wrong, but a king.
Is he the violent one?
Yeah, he's a violent king.
Okay.
He's extremely violent, and he's like, I'm stronger than everyone.
For some reason, I thought it was Amicus.
Amicus?
Yeah, we'll start with an A, but we'll look it up. We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen there for you guys.
I always try to put it on the screen where you put your hand up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watch it, but it's just like when you do that, I make it go poop in your hand like that. Yes.
Amicus. We'll go with Amicus.
I think it's Amicus.
Why did I? Guys, when I was typing this, I spelt it wrong with a B.
The only reason that I thought it was Amicus is because I was like, oh, that's a name in like the Harry Potter lore. And I was like, oh, this might be where she got the name from. Because she borrows a lot from other cultures.
Things, yeah, for sure. So Amicus, this king, he's an undefeated fighter. He loves boxing. He's like, I can box everyone. Mm-hmm. And he's like, if you guys want my attention, if you want any of my help, you need to defeat me.
So you know a lot about boxing.
I know,
right,
I know a little bit about boxing.
You know more about boxing than I do.
I like boxing.
Okay.
Boxing is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites of the martial arts.
Undefeated heavyweight champion of the Aegean sort of thing. Is this
what we're talking
about?
What he's doing. He's doing. Have you ever been punched in the face where you like actually saw stars?
No, but I punched somebody in the face one time.
Did they see stars?
I don't know. I had to run away.
There was this one guy that I had to do martial arts with. He's a great boxer. One day we were just open mat, and I think this was like the first time I really understood what it was like to almost like see stars and like not like just I think I almost fainted. Mm-hmm. It was like the hardest punch I've ever taken.
So you see stars before you faint.
It's like you see stars and you're kind of like falling out. Mm-hmm. But I kind of caught myself before I actually fell out.
I see.
It was so weird. I was impressed. I was really impressed. And then I was like, I'm going to learn to do that.
Were they bright stars?
Yeah. And then also like, it's like the stars are bright, but everything else goes black.
I see.
It was an incredible hit. And it made me want to practice way harder. So I started doing way more kickboxing after that. I was like, I'm not going to take that again.
No more getting hit in the head for me.
It's all Greek to me, just so we can drink.
Cheers. So the boxing.
So yeah, they get there, and well, their best fighter, their pedestal fighter, is on an island looking for his friend.
That's
Hercules
kind of a bummer. So, but luckily we have another offspring of Zeus.
Yeah,
here.
Great fighter, Pollux.
Yeah,
Pollux is actually considered. He's like heavyweight champion. Actually,
Pollux sounds like something that you would do to somebody. Like if you hit him really hard, you Polluxed them. Yeah, exactly.
Pollux. Yeah. Could you imagine having a son named Pollux? That would be.
He would have really bad acne. I feel like, you know what I mean.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
He would concentrate all of his rage about acne into boxing.
Yeah, he would. All the people who made fun of him, he would.
And then he would just have more acne from boxing.
So, anyways, he's like, "Yeah, I'll fight you," and Pollux just straight overpowered,
wipes the floor with him.
Boom, gone. He's gone.
Yeah,
he sees stars, and he actually hits him so hard that he
dies.
He dies.
Yes,
he dies.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
But he dies.
But he's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. That's how that goes.
So they've killed the King Cyzicus already at with the giants that they killed. That was their friend.
Yeah.
And now they've killed Amicus, the boxing king.
Yeah. Which is
so we've killed two kings now.
Could you imagine?
Why are we looking for some like
boxing king
wool or something like that? Fleece.
Yeah.
We're killing kings out here.
Yeah.
Okay, the story's going off the rails.
Yeah, like they're getting like
we're repopulating islands.
Killing kings, starting revolutions.
Yeah, we're just getting started too. Basically,
we're still
yeah.
Couple.
The night is still young.
Oh yeah, these guys are crazy.
They are crazy. Okay, so after we killed the king here, they're like, how do the people take it in that realm where he was the king? Are they like drive out the Argonauts, or they're like, thank you for killing the tyrant? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I don't remember much happening there.
I feel like they were okay with it.
Yeah, they were like, thanks for killing the boxing.
Yeah.
Maybe as a king, he just like walked up to people, punched them.
Yeah, I don't think he was a very like loved king. I don't think that they liked him a lot.
Which we usually like.
Those kings rule through fear, you know.
Yeah, I love watching UFC, but I can't imagine any UFC fighter being a great king.
No, good point.
Yeah, so
a little too much brain damage going on.
Yeah, like they just keep on getting hit in the face. It's just not really good for
But we're gonna have a story now that is very different.
Yeah, things change.
Yes, things change. We're
No
not
king killing here.
No king killing here. But there is a king. And so the Argonauts set sail from this place, which was called, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be on the screen also right here.
Also right here. And they are on their way to the Black Sea. And the Black Sea is like their gateway to Colchis. But before they get there, they come across this land called Thrace. And there is a king of Thrace, and his name is Phineas. But Phineas doesn't live in the splendor of a palace of a kingdom like you would expect a king to live. He lives in squalor because he is old and he's blind.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. Yeah. What's also unfortunate is that Phineas is also a seer. That's not unfortunate in itself, but he was gifted the gift of foresight by Apollo that we talked about earlier, who's the god of seeing into the future.
Yeah, well, he's the god of prophecy.
Prophecy, that's the word I'm looking for, prophecy. Yeah. So Apollo grants Phineas the gift of prophecy. And, you know, when you're given the gift of prophecy, you're like prophesying left and right sort of thing. People coming to you, what happens to my future? Should I invest in Bitcoin? What should I do? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And he's telling people what to do. And Zeus is like, hold on a second. This guy is telling way too much of the future to these mortals.
He's telling all them secrets.
Yes,
all them immortal secrets that shouldn't be known.
There is he's leaving no mystery or anything up for the imagination. So I've got to pull the reins in on old Phineas over there a little bit. And I'm going to make him old and I'm going to make him blind. For being a seer. And if that wasn't enough, every time that he goes to eat, and eating is a big deal because people bring him gifts of food in exchange for his prophecies. Yeah. That's like the way that they give an offering to him for him to tell them their futures.
This is like walking up to a homeless man who calls himself king and is like, I'm going to tell you the future if you give me a hot dog.
That's kind of what the Argonauts felt like, I think, when they first approached him. But whenever he is given food by the people that he is doing the scene for, then the Harpies of Zeus has sent down the Harpies, which are these winged bird, women-headed hybrid creatures that smell terrible, and they eat his food and they piss and shit all over his food too before he eats it. So they defoul his food, and he's only able to eat like whatever remnants or like scraps or like that are not ruined or not spoiled.
This is like I would give up seeing into the future to just have a normal life.
Me too, exactly. But once he's struck with the old age and like the blindness, then he really can't fend for himself anyway. Yeah. So like people would probably still bring him food just out of the kindness of their hearts, you know, like how you would want to help out an old blind neighbor or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Harpies are still ruining his food like every chance they get. Yeah, they are the worst. They're like a blight sort of thing. They have no purpose except to do the dirty work. Yeah, exactly.
Except to be the worst. Yeah. They really are the worst.
They are the worst. They suck.
Harpies suck.
Did you ever read his Dark Materials? It was like the Golden Compass and stuff like that. There's a good HBO series on the Golden Compass. I highly recommend it. I don't recommend the movie that came out in like 2006 with Daniel Craig, but the HBO series is really good. And they go into the underworld in that show, and the underworld is like guarded by harpies kind of, and they fit the same depiction here as they do with like the foul women-headed bird creatures.
Do in Dante's Inferno too.
They always tend to serve this same role wherever they pop up.
Just the worst.
Yeah, just the worst.
And they need it also. Yeah.
So Phineas, I mean, he's got the gift of sight. He could be a big help to the Argonauts, but he wants to strike a deal with them. Of course, and they want to rise to the occasion
they love rising to the occasion.
Yeah, they love rising to the occasion, and they're reaching the edge of the things that are known on their mission. They're getting out of they're going to the blank spaces of the map, and they need a little bit of foresight. They wouldn't say no to some prophecy from someone who might be able to help them.
Yeah, they're not going to say no to that.
They hear that there might be some treacherous terrain on their horizon that could be coming up pretty soon. And they want to help Phineas, of course. Who wouldn't want to?
Poor guy.
I mean, you just see a harpy and you want to get rid of it, to be honest with you.
They're like evil women seagulls.
Yeah, exactly. that stink.
Yeah.
So what they do is the Argonauts prepare a meal and they get all this food out as a trap, and they're going to lure the harpies down from wherever they come from.
Yeah, I wonder where the harpies like hang out during the day.
I have no idea. I think that there's like a rock or something somewhere.
They're like weird bats.
Yeah,
so just kind of hang there.
Are they, what do you call it, nocturnal? They seem like they might be. Who knows? But okay, so they get this food ready. They prepare this food. So the harpies come down, and they have this plan to where, since Zetes and Calais can fly, that they're going to be able to match the harpies like speed for speed when it comes down to it, because they can both fly. And Zetes and Calais, they chase the harpies down. And in some accounts, before the harpies are chased, they pick up Phineas and they carry him in their talons, and then they end up dropping him later on. But regardless of that, eventually they're caught because Zetes and Calais have the gift of the north wind, Boreas, and they can fly. So they pursue the harpies in this thrilling chase. And in some versions, they kill the harpies because that would free Phineas from
forever. Yeah.
Yes,
he's
from
free
his
from the harpies,
the cycle.
The harpies, yeah.
But in most of the versions, the goddess Iris intervenes. Did you read about this? Okay, so Iris is like their sibling, sort of, in some weird, twisted mythological way, and Iris is like the gift of rainbows, I think. So whenever I saw her in a documentary or something that I watched on it, she was always like rainbow haired, and I was like, this is just some like gay pride sort of intervening into the mythology. But then I read that she was actually like the goddess of rainbows, and I was like, okay, well, this makes a lot of sense. Why she has rainbow hair every time. But she strikes a deal with them and is like, Zeus will call off the harpies if you don't harm them in return. And they're like, okay, we'll take this deal. That's fine, because all they're trying to do is get Phineas freed of this.
But I like the idea of them slaying the harpies.
I kind of like them.
Yeah, it feels more badass.
And it feels like we should get rid of them. Like
it feels like the Romans took over.
We're not going to be inviting them over for dinner.
Yeah, like
so
keep
we should
the
go ahead and get
here.
rid of the harpies, to be honest with you.
Forever.
I like that version of it too.
Yeah. Harpies dead.
Yes.
Dead
Either
harpies.
way, Phineas, who was like super emaciated and like on death's door all the time, because he was like a young king before this started. And now he's been driven to starvation and old age and blindness.
Well, if something kept on like defecating on my food, I too would become old and blind.
Being as much of a germaphobe as I am about things, that I wouldn't be able to eat anything within like a 10-foot radius of anything that's been peed on. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Probably so.
Hide some bread.
Like very early on, I would starve to death.
Yeah.
So now he can eat and he's good to go. And he's going to give the Argonauts some advice about what's going to come up, what their next obstacle, and how they're going to navigate it, literally.
Yeah, so he gives them this advice on what we call the clashing rocks. Or
that sounds cool.
Yeah, the clashing rocks, which this is also part of why we call we went with the ginger snap.
Ginger snap.
We could call it the snapping rocks too.
Yes, because they're kind of like a snapping turtle. I feel like.
It's weird. So they're these living,
or like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah, and it's weird. I couldn't understand this very well, but there's like these. It could be associated with these two wandering rocks, like they'd wander around to smash things, or it was just a straight that if anything went through, they would squish together to crush them. Why it did that, I have no idea. So these clashing rocks, Simplicities.
There's a G, I think.
It's all Greek to me. So these clashing rocks, these snapping rocks, he gives them a prophecy. He says, okay, well, I think the prophecy is like, hey, these rocks will crush you. Send a dove through first.
Right. And was like the dove like to like trigger the rocks sort of thing?
Yeah, I think the dove, it seemed
like, or
like,
have it be a sacrifice for the rocks. I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed like if the dove went through and it didn't kill the dove, if the rocks didn't kill the dove, they would make it. But if it killed the dove, they should not go through.
So this is like supernatural rocks right here. It's not any real world sort of thing.
No, because these rocks may actually wander around snapping people, or they're just here snapping people. Whatever
in the
they
movie, The Jason and the Argonauts, it was more like some cliffs, and the cliffs would like break away and result in like an avalanche sort of thing.
These ones seem like they'll just.
This seems like it's like a Venus flytrap of rocks.
Like they're ready to crush you.
They're ready.
It's like almost like they eat it, that sacrifice or something. I don't know what's up with these rocks. I could not find.
Definitely not wandering rock. That makes the least sense to me.
Yeah, that's in
the straight.
Yeah.
I can see that in my mind about how that would work.
Well, there's a reason why those wandering rocks would become a straight, right? Because of what happens after. But again, most of them do not say wandering rocks. There's only one account that says they're wandering rocks, and it's probably a misreading of it.
Right.
Most say it was these
because we didn't talk about this at the beginning, but they're not 100% sure about like where the tale of Jason and the Argonauts comes from. We only have the earliest account, which was done by Apollonius
of
in
Rhodes,
the 3rd century BC.
And this is coming from the 8th century.
Yes, so he's talking about a time from way before him.
Yeah, like long.
There were 5 surviving copies of Apollonius's account, but that's not very many.
Yeah, that's not very many. And also they have a lot
there
of
were interpretations like it kind of reminds me of how when we did Sir Orfeo and we also did whatever that Tolkien had a version of. The Green Knight that we talked about doing.
Just talked about doing. We haven't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet. We had some
next year.
We had some scheduling conflicts, but Tolkien did his version of Sir Orfeo, and that kind of reminds me of like how these poets or whatever you want to call them, they took earlier works and like adapted them for the modern era of their time.
Yeah.
We don't know if Apollonius was the originator of the story of Jason and the Argonauts, or if he was adapting it.
He's probably a bard retelling these stories, right? So yeah, exactly.
So things were morphing and were being recorded in different regions and blending together as like myths do. Yeah. So there are a lot of different versions of this Jason and the Argonauts story, and we're just like, we're kind of giving you like the high points and like the most exciting version that we could find. But there is a huge variety in the minutia of the details.
Yeah, and the one is wandering rocks or these straights. So the straights actually exist. So we kind of going with that.
So there's where this like conjecture sort of comes from. Or these like inconsistencies is because they're different versions that are filtered down through languages. And
welcome to mythology, right?
Yeah. I like that though.
Yeah, it gives us a little bit more variety there. So the idea is they have to send this dove through. Very Noah and the Ark kind of situation.
I thought about that too.
And when they get to these cliffs, these chomping cliffs, these snapping cliffs.
It's like it's like a Mario Party mini game.
Yeah, it's like you gotta go through, gotta make it.
Gotta time it right.
Gotta time it right. They send the dove through. And the dove just makes it. It makes it and it just takes a feather from its tail.
That's close.
Yeah, close.
Imagine how much a cliff would have to move just to like clip a dove's feather from its tail.
Yeah, and how I can't even imagine.
Like the visual of that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
if you took a picture of that, you'd definitely win like the National Geographic Picture of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, the dove made it, so we're gonna make it. Who's keeping their eye on the dove?
I don't know, but what kind of logic is that?
right. So they sail through and they're fine.
The way that I read it was that the dove like triggered the biting mechanism of the cliffs, and then it had to like reset. Like it went back into its like normal position, and then they gunned it like immediately.
Yeah, they just like let's go
sail full speed ahead. And they were like rowing as fast as they could, and just like by timing it correctly, that they were able to like make it through. And I think it might have like clipped the very end of the Argo.
Yeah, just the very end of it. But it didn't do it. Okay, so I'm gonna admit I don't understand the rules to magic moving rocks.
Me neither. Yes, and we're just making our best sense of it that we can here.
I think the best sense is like a Mario game. It had to reset and it crushed.
There's some rules to the game.
Yeah, it comes back out, crushes again.
Yes,
goes back. It's like those big boulders they have to go under. Just and then so that happens, and the ship doesn't get destroyed. It just clips the end a little bit, and they're fine.
They're fine.
And the rocks forever at that point quit moving. They're so mad that they're like, I'm done.
I'm done. I give up.
I give up. You win.
I've never been able to not crush somebody in my rock clutches, so I just quit. I'm done.
You win. I'm done crushing.
Yep.
I'm done crushing
how much
ships.
effort it takes to move a couple of cliffs. Well, yeah.
I'm done crushing ships.
Yep.
And so
I've reformed my ways.
So they're no longer the crushing, snapping rock
No longer the ginger snaps.
Yeah, they're now just the ginger.
It's just the ginger beer.
Ginger.
Yes. None of that made any sense, but
oh shit.
That's why we're venturing into the land of Colchis, which is like a mythological land here where English isn't working and neither is gravity apparently, or physics for that matter.
That's okay.
But
right.
Colchis is all the way on the other end of the Black Sea.
Yeah,
So
they just came through here.
The Symplegades are right here, and Colchis is all the way over here.
So they're just getting into the Black Sea. So they still have a long ways to go.
Some accounts say that they found some survivors of a shipwreck shortly after they passed through the crashing rocks, which may have been like a result of the crashing rocks, to be honest with you, and that they were their like not their ticket into Colchis, but like they were able to give them goodwill. Going in like, hey, we got some of your guys here. So
here's some guys
save them. So we come in peace. But as we mentioned earlier, that Colchis is ruled by King Aedes, and that he is the son of Helios, the sun god.
Yeah, and he loves his golden fleece.
How does like Helios stack up in like the Zeus like pantheon?
So Helios was a higher god at one time.
Oh, okay. Because like the sun is bigger than Jupiter.
Yeah, but in like by the time we get like Helios. It's almost like Helios must have got really fat because he's now being carried by Apollo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Apollo's chariot is what carries him now.
So the gods get old to an extent.
I mean, like if you think about it, like Saturn or the god, he's not Saturn in Roman mythology. Cronus, he's the father of Zeus. He eats all of his children, and then Zeus fights him. Like there's a whole story with that. We're not going to go into that. But Kronos used to be the king of the Titans, and then is demoted into just a harvest god.
Interesting.
And so I think Helios isn't quite a Titan. I don't think he's a Titan. He might be a Titan.
So they follow some kind of like arc story where they are in their pinnacle, they're in their peak of their power, and then they kind of like fade, kind of like a star does. Because we think about how like how long a star lasts before it becomes like a supernova, and then like I don't know, like a star dies. I can't remember what that's called.
We can certainly view it that way because, like,
it reminds me of that though, because the planets are named after stars. Greek Roman
Helios
mythology.
used to be the great sun god, but by the time we get to this age, Apollo's associated with the sun, and he carries the sun.
Do you think that this could be the cultures clashing with like earlier possible cultures and like a new ideas taking over?
I think so because I think whatever ancient culture had Helios, and then the Greek culture started overtaking it, whatever you want to call it.
It's like the Olmecs being taken over by the Aztecs.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so they replace Helios.
Because you got to have a slow transition of power sort of thing. And it's not going to be like, okay, well, one day we're swapping over to the euro from the dollar or whatever. And like, you know what I mean? Yeah, there has to be a little bit of a bleed over transitional period.
And by the time we get to the Odyssey, it just seems like Helios has some like cattle on an island, and that's what he does. So, but he is the sun god.
It's like a big Benjamin Button arc. It's just like you're down to like a mortal and you some cattle on an island. You're just like, you were the peak of everything at one point.
And some religions still thought you were, but
now you can just retire on an island.
Yeah.
And in some people's mind, that might be everything.
That might be.
You know what I mean?
If only Jason could have taken that path.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Exactly.
Okay, so they
back on track.
Yeah, they get through. They get through the
Symplegades and the clashing rocks, and they are approaching their final destination.
They get through the Black Sea real quick.
Yeah, it seems like the Black Sea is pretty easy.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
All the wind is in their favor. It's all headed
smooth sailing, glassy seas,
east, and they're like, "Yep, we're going
full speed ahead." They are going full speed ahead, but to Colchis because they know that is where King Aedes is. So there is a little bit of a debate. I'm getting us back on track here because I was wobbling a little bit, because I've been drinking. This is near the end of the podcast.
Legends and Libations.
Legends and Libations, as it goes. We also have a subreddit nowadays. If you want to follow us on Reddit, you can go to Legends and Libations subreddit. It's like r/Legends and Libations.
Yeah, you can find us there.
There's some non-existent conversation going on right now over there, but pretty soon
you guys are going to be filling it up.
Yeah, because this is the first time we mentioned it on the podcast. Exactly. We actually had like a fan of the show made the subreddit for us. Yeah. Shout out to the fan of the show.
Yeah, shout out to you. Thank you.
We appreciate you making the subreddit for us. But over there, we can discuss all the episodes and like maybe future episodes and other ideas that you guys might have.
It's a good way to get a hold of us. If you
It
want
is.
to.
It is
Yeah,
a good way to get a hold of
absolutely.
us. It pops up right in my feed. Okay, so Jason decides that he wants to go alone to approach the king,
Yeah.
King Aedes. He doesn't want to bring all the Argonauts with him because it might be seen as like an aggressive.
Yeah, kind of a threatening move.
Yes, me and my 40 friends.
Yeah, the 40 most badass people
We might
in the
have
world.
lost a few of them along the way. We started with like 50, but now we're down to like 40 or so. And
One of them stayed on the island with the girls. And
yeah, exactly.
another
It's a
two
long
left on
story.
the-
Yeah, we did have Hercules, believe it or not.
I know you don't believe
Yes.
it, but we did leave him.
We have Zeus's like 5th and 6th sons, though. Check them out. One of them's really good at punching. One of them's really got a thing for horses. Not that way. But anyway, he's greeted really warmly by King Aedes at first. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, hey, these foreigners, you know what I mean? It's like when your aunt was the Ewok in
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
how they were when they saw C-3PO
Yeah.
and R2-D2 for the first time.
I mean, they kind of treated him like a god.
Yeah, exactly. They
Like,
greeted
yeah,
them
you
very
guys are-
warmly.
you guys are- yeah, exactly.
I mean, it
Okay.
wasn't exactly like that, but I wanted to
Yeah, close,
to
close.
bring a connection to Jesse's family.
Yeah, I have an aunt
with the
that
Lucasfilm.
was,
Yeah, sort of tie-in over there.
Yeah,
That's
she
pretty
was-
cool.
She was the Ewok in the 6th episode, which is like my moment of
I need to get you to like
closest
send a screenshot to me where you like circle her
yeah
in the
well,
thing,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
please do so I can put it on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Jesse's aunt right here.
right here. Oh,
Okay, so things are going good until Jason's like, "Oh yeah, so that fleece that you got, I claim the divine right to that fleece, and I'm going to bring it back home with me."
divine right to the fleece. Wow.
And Aedes is like, "You what?"
Hey, bro, that's like a symbol.
Yeah,
of
so
like,
that'd be kind of like,
it's like taking the
declaring the-
Vatican from the Catholic Church.
yes, that'd be like requesting the Declaration of Independence from America.
Yeah.
We're just gonna take back the Statue of Liberty with us real quick because it was a quest
Yeah, it's
that was
quest.
sent on.
We're just gonna.
It was like Kim Jong-un trying to take the Statue of Liberty or something.
Yeah, it just doesn't work out so well.
No, it definitely doesn't.
It feels wrong.
And Aedes evidently felt the same way. But much like rulers across the, what do you call this? The Hellenistic
Yeah, the
world,
Hellenistic world. Yeah.
they felt like you could give them a task. And if you
if
give
you
them,
can accomplish this,
yes, if you take on this task
if you do this homework,
and you die, I'm not responsible for you dying, but it's just like I killed you anyway.
yeah. But if you win, I'll give you your prize.
Maybe.
Maybe. I say I will.
I say I will because it kicks the can further down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And as all great rulers are good at doing, he's going to kick the can further down the road
He's really trying to not take responsibility right here.
or lose the fleece.
Yeah, or lose the fleece.
No, because his whole world is built on this fleece.
That's what happens when you build your world on like
It's
just a
like
thing.
in Minas Tirith where there's that white tree in the middle of the city, but except
Yeah.
from that white tree there is a golden blanket that's
on it.
hanging,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything is
Yeah.
very dependent on this golden blanket.
Yeah, it feels a little weird.
It does feel a little weird when you think about it like that. And I guess that he had never thought about it like that. It was like, hey, why do you care so much about that golden blanket that's being guarded by that dragon?
You could just be a king without it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're using it
Yeah.
to keep warm.
It's
or
not
anything.
doing it. We have a very temperate climate around here.
It's fine.
You don't even need that.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
But Jason needs it
Jason does because
for
he
his
needs
other
to be king.
quest that he has to do.
King quest.
Yes. And King Aedes says, okay, I will give you that fleece. But first, you have to accomplish these 3 tasks. Jason's like, I've heard this before.
I've been doing tasks since I've been born.
Yes, I have been doing tasks. I've been preparing my whole life for these tasks. What are they? And King Aedes is like, all right, first of all you got to do is you got to wrangle these oxen, and you got to plow the field with them. By the way, they breathe fire. And he's like, okay. And then
That's pretty weird.
What do I have to do next? And King Aedes is like, next, you have to sow that field with these dragon teeth. He's like, here's a bag of dragon teeth.
Here's a bag of dragon teeth I've been
How
collecting.
big were they? I don't know. They're like shark's teeth or they're like big fangs.
I
Who
imagine
knows?
to have, because we know that he has that dragon.
Mhm.
I wonder
Or like his baby teeth or something.
well, I wonder if dragon teeth work a lot like
Shark's teeth,
where they're
okay.
just falling out all the time and coming.
There is a thing about this, Jesse, and I have it written down, but you know how bad I am at actually finding my notes during the podcast. There's this guy named Cadmus.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Cadmus before? Man, I was hoping that you would, because he evidently slain a dragon from an earlier age in this area, possibly, and that they think that the teeth that Aedes had were from Cadmus's dragon.
So it wasn't like the shark teeth situation. It was actually just a teeth.
Possibly not, but these are different versions. You never know.
I'm going to go with the shark teeth situation.
I kind of like that shark teeth situation too.
That the dragon's just losing his teeth all the time.
And then once you sew the field with the dragon's teeth, then you have to face mystery task number 3, and I'm not going to tell you what that is yet. And Jason's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, sign me up for that. But his fellow Argonauts, some of them are like, dear leader, why do you have to be the one to face these trials? You know,
we could do this.
We could do this for you. Like, we came all this way, and all we've done is a bunch of women on an island and killed our friends that were the
best,
the kings,
the best
of
around.
This other place. And what else did we do? Made it through some
harpies.
We fought some harpies. Yeah, that only
killed those weird 6-armed giants.
That was like the most fun that they had the whole time. Hercules did most of the work there, though, it seems like. So, you know what I mean?
They left him.
Yeah. So, like, put me in, coach. I could do this if you want me to.
Yeah.
And Jason's like, no, I mean, I got to step up to the occasion. I'm the leader right here. Like, this is my quest.
Yeah.
I got to get the fleece myself. So I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I got this.
On the morrow.
I got
this. And what they don't know, though, is that behind the scenes, there was a little bit of political intrigue of the gods going on in the background on Mount Olympus.
Oh, because the gods care a lot. They care.
It's like their soap opera a lot of the time. The D&D game, like you said.
They give us some drama, please.
Casey said that when we were watching the Jason the Argonauts movie, because they actually have like a chessboard set up.
Yeah, right.
And they actually like bring Jason up to the chessboard at one point, and they're like, oh, well, here's...
I play Jason.
I play Poseidon. And then that's like what happens. But in this situation, Hera is the one that has the big like admiration of Jason.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay, how can I make this situation more, what do you call it when you are like the director of a reality TV show and you want to throw in like more drama and stuff like that? Yeah, we need some more excitement for the audience. Okay, I'm going to go get my friend Aphrodite. She knows where that excitement is.
Oh, she knows how to add in some.
Yeah, exactly.
She added a whole island of it before.
Yes, exactly. She's got a tried and true method. So I'm going to go see what Aphrodite's got up her sleeve. And so she goes and she's like, Aphrodite, hey, what's up? And Aphrodite's like, what now? And she's like, okay, so you remember that Jason guy that I was like caring a lot about earlier and had the island where they repopulated the people for your temple and stuff like that? Yeah, exactly. So they helped you out. I really need to see someone throw a wrench in the plans of the king here, because Jason's going to die if somebody doesn't do something. And he happens to have a daughter who is also a sorceress and is really good with magic.
A witch,
some might say.
Yeah.
And Aphrodite's like, okay, so whatever. I'm going to send my son Eros down there. And Eros is kind of like Cupid.
Oh, hey, this is Aphrodite on my shirt, guys.
Yes.
I have the birth of Aphrodite right here from the shell.
That's pretty cool.
It's my Greek mythology shirt.
It's very Greek mythology, dude.
Yeah. And then her son's right here.
Yeah.
My bicep.
Eros.
Yep,
that's what they call
Eros
him.
right there.
He might be called Cupid.
Right here. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's all over me, actually.
Yep. And he is all over Medea.
Yeah, Medea is like,
Medea.
Gotcha.
Medea is Aedes' daughter, and she is also the high priestess of Hecate, who is some kind of god.
Yeah, she's the goddess of the dark side of the moon, also the goddess of witchcraft.
Ooh, wow. Tie-in moon episode.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about her. Okay, so the arrow hits Medea, not to be confused with Tyler Perry's Medea movies.
Yeah, not to be confused with that.
Which are really good, and I enjoyed them immensely, especially the Christmas movie and that one where that one guy said he was gay. I like that one a lot too. Larry the Cable Guy was in the one with the Christmas. That was funny. But they're worth a watch, I promise. I would like to see another Medea episode right now. But that's a different Medea.
This
is Greek mythology Medea. And she's a little bit more into witchcraft, I would say.
Oh, yeah. She knows her potions.
Yes.
She knows her potions. So unlike the Oracle of Delphi, the witches also have been in like Greek culture since the 8th century. And a lot of times these women were kind of associated more with barbaric practices, but also secretive. They
practice in secret.
Yeah. You can't know a lot of their rituals. We'll go over one of their rituals later.
Interesting.
But like right now, Like, we just know she's associated with, she can do magic, make potions.
So she's not doing it out in the open sort of thing.
No, this is like her own secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
But regardless of what her own abilities are as a priestess of this magic practice, she is shot with the arrow of Eros and falls madly in love with Jason.
Yeah.
So much in love that she is willing to betray her own family to see Jason succeed at these tasks.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
She can't see Jason die because she now loves him because of the intervention of the gods.
She thinks he's a total hottie now.
Yes, exactly. He's just washed up on her shore, and
she's like, welcome to my shoreline.
How do you like the view? And he's like, I'm just trying to get that fleece, girl.
Hey, girl, I need that fleece.
And she's like, okay, I know how you can get the fleece. My dad, he kind of cares a lot about the fleece, to be honest with you. He kind of like set his entire reputation by the fleece.
Yeah, like
he's made his identity the fleece, which is really weird.
Yeah, he made it.
Like he was already the king. He didn't need to have his this fleece to be the king.
But he just wanted it so bad.
Yeah,
so
it's like one of those things, like.
You went too far with it, buddy.
He went too far with it.
Yeah, he really did.
Okay, so he gives Jason these tasks, and Jason doesn't know how dangerous these tasks are, like just hearing about them. He's like, okay, some oxen, I can do that. Sow in the field with the dragon's teeth, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't even know if King Aedes tells him the details of all the tasks up front.
I think it's just like, hey, get these
Show
oxen
up tomorrow.
Yeah, get these oxen.
I just need you to plow the field with some oxen. Like that's all I need you to do. Put these teeth
in the ground.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he even knows their teeth.
Yeah, it's so important at this point where Medea really does step in, and she's kind of the savior of this situation. So, like,
you're right.
Yeah, like when she comes in, Medea is the one who's like gives him the download. Like, hey, these oxen. First of all, these aren't just like normal ox. These ox are created by Hephaestus. Need some more rum?
Yes, please. These Hephaestus made the oxen.
Yeah, he made the oxen. So they actually have bronze mouths and hooves.
So they're kind of like mechanical.
Yeah,
There's some weird like hybrid of mechanical.
They're part bronze, and they blow fire.
Okay,
like
a forge.
Yeah, like literally. Bronze mouths from which the breath came out in flames, blazing and terrible.
That's awesome.
They also had, their feet were made of bronze, and their plow was like of one piece, made all of steel. Right. So,
can I get some more ice, dude?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Please, I love ice. Okay.
So
ox.
So yeah, he's like, how am I supposed to defeat these oxen? So he's
not defeating them though.
Not defeating.
He's just gotta plow the field.
He just has to plow field with them.
That's all he's gotta do.
He has to just yoke them.
Yeah, that sounds easy.
Yeah, but they breathe fire and it hurts.
Okay.
Have you ever got burnt?
Yeah, I got burned one time on the toaster oven, and I had to go get intravenous antibiotics every day for a week.
Yeah, it's like that, but a lot worse.
I can't imagine much worse than that.
Skin grafting and...
Oh, you mean like Anakin when...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like Anakin.
Yes.
Anakin style.
Yeah, all right. So somewhere between me burning myself on the toaster oven and Anakin on the slopes of that volcano.
Kept on going lower and lower, right?
Yeah.
He did not have the high ground.
No, he did not have the high ground.
So
does Jason have the high ground?
Not initially, but ever since Medea fell in love with him, yes. She makes a potion.
She's very helpful.
So helpful.
Yeah.
She makes an ointment actually called... It's called the Prometheus drug.
It's called aloe.
Or the Prometheus drug. The Prometheus aloe. And this is a magical balm that would render all of Jason's skin against flame.
Nice.
Yeah, can't burn him.
It's definitely aloe.
Yeah, it's aloe. And so with this protection, Jason is able to yoke the bronze, like hooved, fire-breathing bowls.
That's what I'm talking about.
These bowls, again, were made by Hephaestus, the god of the forge, who will come back again in the story.
Doesn't this field itself have something to do with Ares? Like you said, the grove?
Yeah. This is close to Ares.
And I
grove.
think that the field is also like Ares field or whatever. So like the gods are all over this place. Even though it's at the edge of the world for the Greeks, it still has their pantheon of like the fingerprints of their pantheon all
and let's
over
admit,
it.
the gods of the ancient world should be more associated with nature than they are with law.
More with chaos than they are with order.
And so this chaos at the edge of the world, it makes it feel like this
totally
is the
fits.
god's domain, not the domain of man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right in saying that.
So after he plows the field,
After he plows the field, he has to plant the dragon teeth.
yes, so Jason's given that bag of the dragon's teeth with instructions to sow them in the freshly plowed field.
I wonder how it was. I wonder if they were like really wild bulls or if they're like fine after you yoked them.
I don't know. Some things kind of like tame down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like once they're being told what to do, they get in
been
line.
told,
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do this. You got to plow the field. Go ahead and plow it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he plows the field. Sow some dragon teeth. How does that go?
Well, he's not really told like by King Aedes what's going to happen once he's like sows the dragon teeth.
Sowing dragon teeth seems weird.
It does seem weird.
I
But
don't
like,
think
do you
teeth
live
feel
in
like-
this like supernatural world of ancient Greece where like random ass supernatural things can happen at a moment's
any
notice?
moment, yeah.
It's like having the more kids like we talked about earlier because you're gonna have to sacrifice one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna have a conversation with a deity or a nymph or a centaur or something like that, like on a weekly basis. I don't know.
Exactly.
How prepared are we for these sort of supernatural
the ancient
instances?
world. Yeah.
But if Jason was even remotely prepared for that, then he might know what is going to happen next. And Medea actually had some more advice to give him because whereas before for the oxen, she gave him the potion that would protect him from the flames.
Yeah. The flames just fell off his arms.
But
She gave him a fireman suit.
yes, but for this next task, Jason didn't need to be more prepared on like the physical side. He just needed to outsmart them. And so what happens is as soon as he sows the teeth into the ground, that you see the ground start to quake and
Quick growth there.
yes,
eh?
it starts to split open where the teeth have been sown. And from these holes in the earth sprout up what is called the Spartoi. And if that sounds like Spartan, then you'd probably be on the right track because it makes me think of warriors from Sparta. And these were indeed warriors, but these are born from the ground. And like we talked about the Genjines earlier that were born from the ground, that were the chaotic six-armed giants, that these are, the Spartoi are these warriors that are bred for one purpose from the ground, and that is to be soldiers.
Oh, wow.
And so they form up from the earth, fully formed with armor in hand, sword, helmets, shields.
Holy smokes.
And they're just like ready to attack whoever is the one that like sewn them into the ground. And then this case is Jason. But Jason has been given foreknowledge of what the secret is by Medea. And Medea has seen her dad pull this exact trick on people before.
Yeah.
And the Spartoi, which I like the name Spartoi, it just sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's happened several times on people before that her dad has enticed into the same situation. And I don't know if they came for the fleece or if it was like a punishment for like prisoners or like what the deal was, but she knows exactly how to beat them. And since the Spartoi are only geared towards violence, they don't have like the rational part of their brain. They only have this dominate instinctual violent part of their brain. And she tells Jason that he needs to turn them against each other because they are not able to discern friend from foe. And so what Jason does is that he picks up a stone from the ground and he just throws it into the crowd of Spartoi, and it strikes one of the Spartoi in the head. And that guy turns to his left and he's like, "You what, mate?" And he just starts attacking him. And that guy's like, "Are you kidding me?" So he shoves him into another one. And before you know it, there's a whole ruckus that has broken out where the Spartoi are just like attacking and killing, swiping and slashing and stabbing each other.
They just all fight each other.
Yeah, they all fight each other because they're all brawn and no brains. And
they're the Hercules that we get from the movie.
Yes, exactly. And by the end of it, either Jason does not strike a single blow and they all destroy themselves, or in some accounts go that they are down to the very last Spartoi that are trying to hit each other, but they're already severed each other's legs, and they're barely just hanging on to life. And he just goes up to him and stabs him in the throat and just disposes of them, and they're gone. And no one has ever defeated the Spartoi before. So the King Aedes is like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah, never has anyone come this far before.
Yes, so I'm still not planning on parting with that golden fleece, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't want to part with that golden fleece.
He doesn't want to part with that golden fleece.
So, what I'd like to first say is like the
Spartoi?
The Spartoi, I really do feel like they're actually symbolic of like the Spartans themselves.
I do too.
Who were somewhat of a, like, they were a badass like group of like, they were a city state that was built around war.
In the 1963 movie,
the field of Ares,
the
field of the god of war, and the Spartans sprout from that. That is like absolutely symbolic because the Spartans were so good at battle. That's what they were known for.
I was going to say that they're depicted in the movie as skeletons that come up. They're the stop motion skeletons that you see, and they're just like stop motion, which is really good looking for the time. I feel like the stop motion animation that they did was like bar none. It was pretty awesome. But nowadays, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't look as good if they filmed it nowadays like that, because that little slight jitteriness that you get from the stop motion animation is kind of what gives it that edge that like makes it frightening. And it held up really well over time. And even though the Jason the Argonauts movie changed a lot of stuff about the plot that I didn't like, I'll tell you about it when it happens. But they got things out of order and they just like skip things totally. But after the Spartoi scene, the movie ends.
What?
Yeah, the movie's over after the Spartoi part. But there's a lot more that happens then.
Yeah, of course we know.
Yeah, exactly.
So either way, so after the king's kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to give you the.
On second thought,
I might have more.
I like my fleece. I like my wool coat.
He's trying to kick the can down the road a little bit.
He is, as he is usual.
Yeah, his usual move. And so Jason and the Argonauts are pissed.
Of course,
like,
as they should be.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna go think on the boat. I'm actually kind of impressed that he didn't just say, "I'm gonna kill you." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I'm gonna go think on my boat."
Mm-hmm. That's like never Jason's MO though. Yeah. He's never like, I'm just going to kill you outright.
No. Jason he seems much more thoughtful.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it.
You even see that in his like portrayal of things. Okay, so he decides to go back to the boat. Him and the Argos are hanging out. But Medea is like, hey, this isn't okay. And I'm in love with Jason. So she secretly takes Jason and the Argonauts to the Grove of Ares, where the Colchian dragon guards the Golden Fleece.
That never sleeps.
Or
never, keep that
ever.
in mind. This is a tired ass dragon.
Yeah, this dragon's. So this is the next part in which the drink comes in. So I used ginger, for example, the ginger beer, for the fiery breath of a dragon, and also the fiery vengeance of women, which we'll get back into. Not the fiery vengeance of women generally, but of Medea. We'll get back into that. Yeah. This is one of the reasons I decided to use a ginger beer here. Is the fiery breath of a dragon, the spiciness, right there. So that's where we're going to start here.
That morning breath.
Yeah, morning breath, bad morning breath. So Medea takes him to the dragon who hasn't slept. And
to be honest, Medea is a good sorceress. Her morals are kind of ambiguous, maybe bad, as we'll see at some point. But she's not one of those like, I can do magic, but I'm not going to do the magic, or I'm going to keep it to myself. Knows what she's doing. She's like, you need some magic or some potions? Boom. Oh, yeah, right here, right now. I've got some potions and some magic for you.
So she makes some potion here. She dips a fresh sprig of juniper into the brew.
Makes gin.
Yeah, she makes gin. If you guys watch our last episode, we're sorry. That was gin.
We apologize.
We apologize for the gin.
The juniper berry got us in that one.
It got us sleepy, and we didn't remember what we did.
No, we did not. But
I don't remember the end of the last episode at all.
Joan of Arc. Check it out.
Joan of Arc deserved more.
We died on the battlefield of Joan of Arc.
We died on the battlefield, guys.
But we're not going to die on the battlefield of Medea.
We're here.
And the Argonauts.
So she dips this juniper branch sprig into the
potion.
Yeah, the potion, and drips it in the eyes of the dragon. The dragon's like, I'm very tired.
I guess I will take a nap now.
I guess I will sleep.
What is this? Oh, this is nice.
Oh,
what have I been missing? Good night.
Good night. And so, actually, there's not
Think
a huge...
about how tired he was, dude.
Yeah, he was just
Like, he must have been exhausted.
Right.
Yeah. The other day, I can't remember, like, Cassian, our son, has been really bad about sleeping before the last week.
I don't even know how you can be bad about sleeping. Like, I love sleeping.
I understand. But you know how, like, when you're little and the world is new, it's like you just want to, like, be up and explore the world all the time and just, like, be balls deep in the world as it can be. But so he's been, like, wanting to wake up every night at, like, 12:30, 1 o'clock or so, like, right when we're going to bed.
Yeah, like, go back to bed, buddy.
I'm like, dude, come on, go to sleep. And he knows, like, when you're rocking him and stuff, he's like, okay, I'm getting sleepy now. But then when you, like, right when you set him down in that crib, he's like,
I'm awake.
I am awake. Because he wants to come in here and, like, be in the bed with us.
He wants to hang out.
And
I get that.
I'm kind of losing my thread with this. Oh, but, like, the sleep deprivation thing is real. Like, my wife said the other day, Casey, she said that if I was ever being interrogated as part of some, like, crime or whatever by the police, that if they just, like, gave me sleep deprivation for, like, 24 hours, that I would tell them whatever they needed to know. And I can totally sympathize with that too, because I'm like, okay, if I'm sleepy, whatever, I can't do anything. I have no power at all when it comes to being exhausted like that. So my like heart goes out to those people who you hear about who were spending 35 years in the prisoner of war camp, the POWs that were, like, sleep deprived for 30 days at a time. Like, I have no idea how those people survived in the slightest.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, but
this dragon's feeling that. He's gone.
He's been kept up for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, I can take a nap.
Yep, and he's into it.
Yes.
He's gone.
Yes.
He's gone. He's gone.
You don't have to tickle my scales twice.
Yeah,
I will take a nap. Yeah.
So, in a pretty easy fashion, Jason's like, I'll take this.
And he takes the fleece.
He takes the fleece, and they hastily leave.
Yep. In some accounts, though, are you passing the baton to me? Okay, thank you. They take Medea's younger brother with them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they want to take her younger brother with them because you know how children are, like, infatuated with their older siblings and they're like, I want to be like them.
Yeah,
you know?
and yeah, we also care about our younger siblings.
Yeah,
do you have a younger sibling?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
Yeah, I definitely, like, know that my younger siblings, I feel like I have a big heart for.
Yeah, I have a big heart for my younger brother, even though he doesn't want to be anything like me, and he probably doesn't need to be anything like me. So, but that's a good life lesson that you learn is when don't ever meet your heroes, or
don't ever meet your heroes.
That's not the real lesson. The real lesson is that the adults don't have it all together as you might think they do. Yeah, we don't have it figured out like you thought you did when you were when you were a child.
Yeah.
Okay, so her younger brother's name is Aspertus, and we're going to go with it. There's a lot of different accounts here of, like, what may have happened, but we're going to go with the account that Aspertus goes with Medea.
Okay, cool.
And have you read about this account? Okay,
yeah.
So you know what might happen. What might happen next.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got the fleece from the dragon that never sleeps.
And they're like, we're leaving.
We're leaving now because
ship now.
They know that King Aegean is not cool with them taking the fleece at all.
He's going to be up in a couple hours.
He's attached his identity to the fleece.
Yeah.
And Medea has attached her identity
to Jason
by way of Cupid's arrows, that she is all balls deep in Jason right now.
Whatever Jason wants,
even if it requires betraying her family, which is like what she's doing right now.
Exactly.
And
never great to meet a person like that.
No, she's helping Jason take away her family's, like, namesake, which is, like, the fleece or whatever.
The fleece and the sun.
I would really like to know how long the fleece has been there in relation to how long King Aegean has been there, because he seems to have attached so much meaning to the fleece being there that happened after he was king.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, he was king at one point, and he's like, it's like a meteorite falling in your kingdom,
because
with,
he's already
like,
king.
Some kind of magical material in it. And he's like, okay, well, now we're the meteorite kingdom, and, like, this is our thing now.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
We love our meteorite.
We love our meteorite, and we're going to base our whole society around it.
Everything's about it. Mm-hmm. Our coins are now called meteorite coins.
Meteorite coins.
Fleece coins.
Stay tuned for our
fleece coin.
Fleece coin, our new cryptocurrency. Stay tuned for our IPO coming up soon. You can invest in Fleece coin, get in at the bottom dollar.
Legends of Libations has their own fleece coin.
Fleece coin, right here, right now. Okay, geez. So I have to look at his name, how his name is spelled. Asperitas.
There
it is.
Yep.
Absurdus.
Yep.
Absurdus.
Hey, it's all Greek to me.
There we go.
It's all Greek to me.
All right. So Argo, Medea, Asperitas, Jason, and the Argonauts, they're going to flee back across the Black Sea.
Go. Yeah.
They've got to get back to Iolcus because that's where Jason is supposed to be the king. And Medea has just betrayed her family to help Jason and the Argonauts steal the fleece. Not to mention that she also has her younger brother, also probably the heir to being the king. I would say,
at least a prince.
He's a prince. Yeah, Asperitas is a prince. Okay, in a few hours, the king wakes up.
He's like, "Oh shit,
my fleece is gone. I'm checking on the fleece first because that's what I check on. My daughter is gone.
I wake up in the morning. I look upon the fleece.
Yes, I look outside my window.
I'm happy.
The dragon." Wait, the dragon's asleep. Hold on a second. Something's wrong with this picture. The dragon never sleeps.
He doesn't like sleeping.
He just hates sleep.
He drinks caffeine all day and all night.
Yes, and he snorts cocaine
all day and all night.
Yes, but he's asleep for some reason. That's a bit weird. Hey, Medea, where are you at? She's not here
gone
either.
Too.
Yes, and Asperitas, bring me my morning mead.
He's also gone.
Okay, something is wrong. What's going on here?
Jason's not in the harbor anymore.
Nope. So let's muster the troops, get the fleet together.
Go.
We're going to chase them down. And he sees in his hot pursuit that the Argo and the Argonauts with Medea and Asperitas and the fleece are all sailing across the Black Sea. He
has like the black pearl of like ancient Greek ships. It's going faster than all of them.
Yeah.
Because he's catching up quick.
Yeah. What's Johnny Depp say? Or like, what do they say in the movies? Like the intercept for speed is the one in these waters. And then the black pearl is like the faster one to that. So they've got the one that can catch up to the Argo if they want to. And they do. So King Aedes has got his black pearl or his intercept. Let's say he's on the intercept and that the Argo is like the black pearl, and
we'll go with it.
They're making progress on catching up with the black pearl.
Yeah.
So Jason and his crew are like, "Oh, well, Medea, they're coming after you, and they're coming after the fleece. Like, what should we do? What do we do here?" And Medea, in her infinite witch wisdom, looks at her younger brother and is like, "I'm going to chop you up into pieces and throw you into the water." And that's exactly what she does. She takes her younger brother.
That's so dark.
Yes, this is the darkest point of the story, I think.
Chops up her little brother.
Chops
him up into pieces.
She dismembers him, like one arm here, one leg there, maybe a femur and an earlobe, couple toes, and she tosses them into the water overboard. And King Aedes, somehow he knows that this is his son, and he stops to collect the pieces of his son's body as they're being thrown overboard from the Argo.
Proper burial is extremely important in Greek culture. Otherwise, you cannot pass to the place of the dead.
Well, there you go.
So he can't leave. He can't leave. If he does this, his son will never have a proper burial and will have to wait on the river
for eternity.
Yeah, on the river of Styx for eternity.
Okay, so King Aedes has some bit of honor, at least for his kin, and
Can you
that's
imagine
the trauma, like the
all
decisions
around
making all around this is like Jason at this point, and I don't think we talked about this, but Jason has made a vow to Medea, like. I don't know if it was love or if it was in exchange for her help or whatever, but he has vowed to make Medea his queen and to never leave her.
Yeah, he's going to marry her.
He's going to marry her and make her the king when she gets back to Iolcus.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, she is committing this like heinous crime of killing her younger brother and chopping him up and throwing him into the Black Sea. And that's kind of like going to come back to bite them a little bit because he didn't necessarily sign up for this.
He didn't sign up for murder.
This crazy.
He signed up for like, I'm okay with dating a goth girl, but not dating
not
someone.
Those like rituals at midnight under the full moon when you hack up your younger brother and like present him to the god Hephaestus or whatever. Hecate. There we go. That's what I meant. I don't know what Hecate looks like, but I imagine it's not great.
Dark side of the moon, man.
Yes.
We don't know what she looks like.
Yeah. So he's in deep now.
Yeah, but he's
vowed to never leave her. Never leave her. That's very important to the story.
She's on the ship.
And she took the word never and went
100%.
100%. Never, ever with that. You know what I mean?
She's holding him to it.
Yeah, she's going to hold him to that never, ever.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got to stand by her through this brother hacking that she's doing.
Which he's probably like, well, I don't know. I
She's
just
like,
wanted to get a golden
I just
fleece.
wanted to get the golden fleece, and now you're hacking your brother, and I'm not
Feels-
really sure about this.
Yeah, I feel like this could have been a little, like, maybe...
Dealt with a little bit differently with a little more diplomacy.
Yeah, we could have we could have just kept on trying to sail faster.
Yeah, so
right?
King Aedes is stopped to pick up his son's body parts in the water.
Yeah, it certainly gives him enough time. Because he can't just keep going, and he has to give a proper burial. So they keep going. But they're not going to follow the same way. They're not going to just like follow the same path through the clashing rocks.
I feel like they can't. I feel like they're the path of their pursuit of like being chased.
Yeah, they need to get out of there.
For some reason, ended up leading them further north
Yeah.
than it meant to.
Yeah, they were already, and maybe it was the wind too. You know,
Yeah, there's always that wind going on.
They were dependent on the wind a
and
little bit.
the gods and the goddesses control the wind a little bit.
So they end up kind of northwest from what they were, rather than southwest. They end up way northwest, and they actually went up a river for some time. And all of the Argonauts, like, they hit the end of the river, and they're like, "Oh, we have to carry our boat across land."
What's like the morale of the crew at this point? Do you think?
At this point, they're feeling
Like they've got Jason and they've got this witch on board, and they didn't sign up for like Jason's making these decisions out of his penis, maybe.
yeah,
I don't
maybe,
know.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little bit.
I
Of his heart,
think they're a little tiny bit.
tiny penis.
No, a little tiny bit
okay.
ready to get home.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, okay, that was kind of close.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't planning on all of that. I think whenever they started seeing her cut up her little brother, they were
Yes.
probably like a little
I
like,
think you're right, Jesse. Yeah, when they saw her like murdering her sibling, they were probably having a little bit of second thoughts because of all the other things that happened on the journey. That this one kind of pushed it over the edge.
this one kind of felt wrong,
Yeah,
like unclean.
they didn't feel wrong with any of the other things that happened.
No, but this
No.
one, I mean, and they did. They had like this.
Chopping up your younger brother, that's crossing some kind of line.
Yeah,
a little bit.
They're like, we definitely need to be cleansed of this.
Yeah,
This is bad juju.
someone needs to forgive us
yeah,
for this.
something needs to happen.
I feel dirty even being around this.
Yeah. So in his wisdom, Jason's like, we definitely need to get purified. We need to cleanse this whole.
I think this might have been
situation.
one of the things that came from the boat itself.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
talking to the
boat's
spirit
like-
of,
the boat's
of
like,
Hera.
hey.
And the boat's like, okay, we haven't talked about this the whole time because
Yeah, because
it,
it just
like, it was kind of like
out.
just coming to us. But the boat might have suggested that you need to seek purification.
Yeah, you are
for
not.
these kind of deeds that
The
y'all,
gods are kind of pissed with you.
Yeah,
you
like,
just
this
did,
wasn't great.
You didn't trust in the gods. You hacked up your little brother.
Yeah, you've
and
been
threw him in
teetering on
ocean.
the edge for a while, and
But now you just went. You just jumped. You dove in.
Yeah,
So they're carrying their boat.
some questionable behavior.
They're carrying their Argos boat, who talks to them over land. So they're not even being carried by the boat. They're carrying the boat.
It's like the Vikings carried that
Yeah.
boat from the Baltic Sea down to Minnesota, possibly.
Exactly.
They were. It's called like overlanding, I think, or something. It's pretty cool though. Like,
It's a way to get across land, right?
yeah, we listened to a podcast recently that was talking about how in Ireland funeral rites, how they would have to carry the coffin from like the way where the person died, like to the burial place, and that since it was seen as a bad sign if the coffin touched the ground before it reached the hole in the ground, that they would have these stones laid up along the way of like the burial road for them to be able to set the coffin on to take a rest before they got there. And this reminds me of that a little
Yeah,
bit.
it does. It does. It has that kind of similar feel. It's very kind of somber carry. But they're definitely not being followed anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they can't get followed anymore because they're like, you went upriver. Now they
Yeah, it's like in Skyrim, how those guys follow you for a while that are mad at you.
Yeah, and then they forget about you.
Yeah, Jesse's got us on the Skyrim now, and the bad
Cool
guys are
game.
following us all the time.
The bad guys follow, but then they quit.
Can't find out about how to get them to stop most of the time.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm gonna follow you real
What
hard.
if it's like the giants that are followed, like the elephants or whatever, like the big things?
You just get away. Just
Okay,
get
just
far
keep
enough
going.
away. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So they're like, we need to get to Cersei. Cersei is the kind of head witch. She's like the first witch among witches. So witches, again, kind of an old custom in the Greek world. They're never really illegal, but they definitely are kind of more barbaric. And so what happens with that is they have to create. They have to be purified. They've just done a horrible thing.
Well, adjacently, they did a horrible thing.
They were part of a horrible thing.
They kind of complicitly gave their consent to a horrible thing.
Yeah, and it stopped them from being followed. So they were just like kind of okay.
But how do you even object to that? You know what I
being
mean?
Followed, right?
Right. It's like if you're part of ICE and one of your guys in Minnesota murders somebody else, then how do
you're
you
associated with it?
You're kind of associated with it. At
No
that
matter
point.
what,
Yeah,
you've done it. You've done it.
It doesn't matter. You're guilty by association. That's what that's called.
And that's what happens here. So they go to Cersei.
Precedent.
Cersei, after it takes some time. They have to cross that land and then go sail down south. They get to her island.
This is like a long ass.
Yeah, it's a long trip.
way.
It's like here, all the way down almost west coast of Greece to about right here, and it's a long ways. It's a long ways. They get to the island of Aea. It's Aeaea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Yeah. So, this witch Cersei, who you do actually see in the Odyssey, she actually falls in love with Odysseus for a little while later on, many years. But here she is. When they first approach her, she's surrounded by docile wolves and lions. So this woman is
totally normal.
Yeah, she either seems very rich, you know how rich people have tigers around.
They do love those lines.
Yeah.
What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze?
Yeah. It's just has them, but they're just there, which is kind of intimidating in its own right.
You got to,
but
it's like showing
power.
Yeah,
it's it's a power and prestige.
Yeah,
but she also embraces Medea and says, "You done The gods are pissed with you.
They're a little pissed with you.
You didn't.
You've
do
taken
that
the
right.
license and ran with it.
Yeah, you just kept going.
I mean, we just gave the harpies to that one guy who was telling too much of the secrets, but look at what you've been doing.
Yeah, you went kind of far.
So you went under the radar for a bit, but we are here to set some things right now.
So we're gonna cleanse you up. We're gonna clean you up. So Medea, the ritual involves she sacrifices a piglet to Zeus. Has to be a young pig, a piglet. It involves the blood of the pig being covered with their hands being covered with the blood of the pig. It involves a trench with milk, wine, the blood, and it has to be in a wooden glade.
That should have been our drink.
Yeah.
The milk, the wine, and the blood.
That
should have been the Legends Libations.
What drink would that be?
I don't know. It's got wine in it.
And it has milk?
Yes. Curdle in our stomachs.
Curdle in our stomach. So, anyways, they're purified.
And they're purified by Cersei, and they're good to go now.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Okay,
they're let's
that's
go.
fine. So they.
But she gives them a warning about some of these kind of things that they might pass. Sirens, as they're called.
And the sirens, they don't even really have a good island or anything. They just have some rocky.
Some couple of rocks.
Yeah, some rocky islets.
Yeah,
is what it says. Nowhere that you can make a homestead or anything, because that's
hang out
part
there.
of the whole sirens call, really, to be honest with you. And Jesse, I want to ask you, when you read this story about the sirens, don't you get more of a mermaid sort of vibe from them?
Yeah, traditionally I feel like a mermaid, right?
Like a mermaid, from the Pirates of the Caribbean type
mermaids.
mermaids.
Yeah, the ones that are gonna pull you under.
Or kind of
or
the
Peter Pan, yeah.
Yeah, sort of like the nymphs that we read about earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not more akin to the harpies or the Goblet of Fire Harry Potter mermaids, which were kind of
really creepy.
violent.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
They were more seductive mermaids. They lured you in with the siren song, and that's why they're called the sirens.
Yeah, of course.
But luckily, Jason, as if he has had divine prophecy this entire trip or expedition, he has somebody who is prepared for this situation their entire lives. Do you know who that might be?
May it be their bard?
It
the
might
bard
be
on the boat?
the bard class extraordinaire himself, Sir Orpheus.
Orpheus comes out with his harp.
Orpheus, and they call it a lyre. A lyre.
Okay, not a harp. A lyre, sorry.
A lyre. But the sirens are doing their thing over on the rocks.
They're hey, we're coming.
Once you get closer to us, look at us. We've got the sirens over here. And actually, one of the Argonauts is who has supersonic hearing. He's pick me. Takes his shirt off, pecs,
Starts
abs.
flexing.
Look at this.
Boom.
Dive
Yeah.
into the water.
He's
His name
looking
is
great.
Brutus. Booties.
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 I don't know. Butes. I might have forgotten R.
Booties.
But he can't withstand the siren song and he jumps into the water.
Oh, no.
But Aphrodite intervenes and saves him before he gets to the siren's
That's
rock.
very nice of her.
Yes, and Aphrodite takes him to Sicily and he forgets all about him.
Oh, okay. Good
Yeah,
for him.
exactly.
Good for him.
That was one of the accounts that I read. But Orpheus takes up his lyre and he's just like, dun, 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 dun. He's just like some AC/DC.
Yeah, he's
goes
just
straight in there hard with some power chords and
he's just like, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Exactly. And the sirens stand no chance to that like kind of distortion out of
They're playing like Simon and Garfunkel,
Yes,
and he's like,
and he's like, here's my Marshall stack, guys.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
show you what this SG can do right now. And he like totally cranks it
yeah,
right
he's
there.
flying. He's flying with it.
Yes. And the rest of the crew is just like, bah, bah, dun, dun. And they
Yeah.
get back on their row in motion and they're like, no sirens for us. Sorry, Brutus. And that happened. So Orpheus was really playing his lyre really good right then. He had some great signal chain going on.
He definitely probably like had one of those hits.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
top 8th century hits.
Oh yeah, top 8th century hits, dude. You know, it was the whole like Stairway to Heaven was
Yeah.
the stairway to Orpheus. And
Stairway to the Elysian Fields.
yes, thank you.
Highway to Hades.
Highway to Hades, I like that. But he drowned out the siren song with his lyre and they were able to get back on focus. And besides that one guy that jumped overboard, who we don't even remember him.
Yeah,
And,
he's out in
he's
Sicily.
gone. So
I feel like I know that guy out in Sicily.
Yeah, he's gone.
Met
out
a
in
girl
Sicily.
out in Sicily.
Yep. And they were like, no sirens for us. We're going to continue back home because we're trying to get back to Iolcus. And that's where Jason is supposed to be the king.
Trying to get back there, but it doesn't happen so well.
No.
Well, the first they get to the Sicaria, I can't even pronounce it, island. It's another island where the Phoenicians are. And you know what they finally
They're
did?
good at building boats, the Venetians.
Yeah, great.
They
They're the
love
seafarers.
those
They're the
boats.
seafarers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kind of patch up, do some patchwork on the Argos. So that's also where him and Medea get married.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a great feast, hang out with the Phoenicians. They have a great time.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's just a
He
fantastic
pledged
time.
his whole life to her.
Yeah, so they were like, okay, now that we're married, let's go home.
Finally.
So they
It's
start.
kind of a roundabout way home. Like, if we look at this map.
Yeah, it's
they'll
like
put it on the
really,
screen.
really weird. But like, they're like, go, go, go. They're sailing.
There's like wanted some extra exercise around the Horn of Africa, it seems like.
Don't know why they did that.
Who knows?
What happens here, though, like right here, is a bad storm happens, and they
Are
land.
you going to tell the story about what happens around here?
We're not there yet. We're not
Okay.
there. We're right before Crete. So as they're sailing, they get another storm, and they get blown to Libya, the north.
Gaddafi.
Yeah, the north coast of Libya. And the Argo gets caught on the beach and they can't get it off.
Sand is what do you call that? It's beached.
Yeah, it's beached.
It's been beached.
It's been beached.
Yeah.
They get real depressed. They're like, oh man, it's beached.
There's no girls here.
Yeah, it's a desert. We're gonna starve to death.
We can't grow anything because we don't have any skills.
Yeah, so they hang out there being all sad and
Where's
depressed.
Phineas?
They all start wearing like black eyeliner
like
and
Billy Joe Armstrong.
yeah, they're all singing like songs about death and stuff.
The
And
Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
they're remembering the island
with the girls.
with the girls. The gods have pity on them.
Mm-hmm.
The three goddesses of Libya say, we're going to help you. Carry your boat.
So lucky.
Go west. They, for 12 days and 12 nights, hike through the desert with their boat on their shoulders because they're told to by the gods of Libya. They go to the Lake of Triton. From the Lake of Triton, they put their boat back in the water.
Triton.
Yeah, like
I've heard of him before.
Yeah, but he doesn't really appear.
Okay. What's the difference between Triton and like Triton, this like
Nothing. He is the god that holds
Poseidon?
out. No. Triton's a minor god.
Okay, so but he is like the spear.
Yeah, he is.
He's the spear, and Poseidon is like the god of the spear.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's
Okay.
weird. It's probably one of those things where one god replaced another god.
You're right. Like Helios replaces Zeus.
No, well, like Zeus replaces Helios.
That's what I meant.
And Apollo replaces Helios. And
Yeah.
Poseidon replaces Triton. So
Anyway.
they sail back finally, after walking through the desert after some time.
After a detour. Dude, they took the biggest detour ever.
Yep.
Look at this detour. They're like, oh, from the main goal to the main goal, and then like back again.
Here.
Even if we took a shortcut here and went this way, we even like tripled our way for no reason.
They added another thing.
I don't understand. Did the Simplicities like close itself? Was it being frigid? I don't know about this.
These are good questions. Anyways, so they get to the island.
The way back is a little bit ambiguous.
It is.
Depending on your version, Jason and the Argonauts had a little bit of a tough time
getting home.
Back home, yes.
Yeah, but they do get there.
Eventually.
But first they go to the island of Crete.
And Crete kind of sucks for them.
There's a bronze giant.
Oh. In the movie, Jason and the Argonauts, this happens first. This happens right after they leave. This is the first thing that they encounter is this island with the bronze giant.
Which is crazy because it's like
Hercules is there.
What?
Hercules is there. He goes into the temple of the bronze giant, which is underneath his like pedestal that he sits on, and he surveys all this plunder, all this like riches and jewels that belong to the bronze giant that's on top of him. And Hercules is like, "Oh, I'm just gonna take this needle right here. It's like a spear for us or whatever." And it's like the size of a spear for a mortal. And then they leave, him and Hylas, or his buddy that goes with him. And then as soon as they leave, the giant Talos is like, no, he can't take this or survive or whatever. So he tries to block the Argonauts. But this is their first challenge along the way.
Yeah. So
not near the end, but in the real account.
In the real account, this is towards the end. This is their final space.
No, Hercules is there.
No, Hercules has already been gone.
Hercules has been off for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah.
And they get to this island where this bronze giant is actually, they say he's the last child of the Bronze Age.
Wow.
And also that he's made by Hephaestus.
How big are we talking about as a bronze giant?
Like at least
like Hagrid is a giant, or like
like a real huge giant.
Like a Titan giant.
Like a Titan giant.
Okay.
Like a Titan giant. Like he's way bigger than them.
Way bigger.
If he dies, he's gonna become a mountain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So he's there, and 3 times a day he checks the beach to make sure no one's coming. No ships are there.
This Titan checks the beach 3 times a day.
Yep.
Okay, so he just like pops up and he's like, okay, what's up?
If there's any ships there.
Look, there are no ships. But Crete's like the biggest island in the whole Aegean.
It's very big. You can just walk across it very easily.
Yeah, but like, how come they didn't hit this island earlier?
Because they went that way. Well, anyways, so this giant goes around crushing ships. That's what he does. He loves crushing ships.
Pastime.
Yeah, he's like, I see a ship, I'm going to crush it.
Yeah, I just like do that.
Ship crusher.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
His name's Talos, but it should be Ship Crusher. Right?
Shallows.
Ship Crusher Talos.
You love Talos, Jesse. You invoked him in our D&D game.
Yeah, Talos is a great D&D god.
Yeah.
He's also great in like mythology. Like just Talos is great. He's also in Skyrim.
Exactly. You're right. He's in Skyrim. Talos.
So Talos is this kind of Titan giant that walks around.
Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the distinguishing between a Titan and a god?
Oh, okay. So I lied. He's not a Titan.
Okay, because some of the Titans are like almost on god level.
No, Titans are higher than the gods.
They're higher than the gods?
They're the fathers and mothers of the gods.
Okay, so but like, why are they trapped though?
Because Zeus and the Olympians,
they conspired against them and
they overtook them. They overtook them.
Okay, so they did some some cunning.
They overpowered them.
Okay,
and so all the Titans have been trapped.
I see.
And bound to like the land, while the gods,
I don't know about that, are
a little bit more free.
Do any of the gods like make alliances with the Titans?
Sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So Talos.
What are we talking about?
Talos. He's just going around crushing ships. And they're like, how are we going to beat him? Medea uses some of her magic. Some of her potion magic.
Oh, she finds out that he has a vein.
He has a weakness.
Yes.
And there's a bronze nail in his ankle that's holding him together. That's holding his
vein.
His divine blood. Yeah.
His blood circulates all in like one system.
Yeah,
all the way from his like brain or his head, all the way to his ankle.
Goes
and
back up.
it has a weakness in his ankle. It has a valve.
Yeah.
And if the valve is destroyed, then Talos is destroyed.
Yep. Exactly. Divine blood leaves him. It's very weird that he has divine blood. But again,
But
he was
Hephaestus
made by Hephaestus.
made him. So he's like a machine.
Yeah. Which is weird. He's a machine ran by divine blood, which is that electricity. What is divine blood in the ancient world?
It sounds like electricity.
Sounds like electricity, right?
Mhm.
He sounds like he's a giant iron giant.
Yeah.
Well, bronze giant. Sorry.
I want to do an episode on Archimedes in the future.
We'll do it.
And I think that this could come into play with that.
You guys might hear more about Talos.
Archimedes,
Talos. So Medea is like, there's a couple different
it sounds
accounts.
like a pneumatic thing, like a pressurized.
Yeah, like you hit it.
Talos giant pressurized.
Yeah.
Because in the movie, he goes up to the ankle and he puts a spear into his ankle, which looks like a screw, like a flathead screwdriver, and he unscrews him and he depressurizes and he falls down.
Yeah. So there's a couple different ways. There's one where Medea convinces him to pull it out because he's never been talked to by a human. And so when a human woman is talking to him, he gets very like, ooh, someone's talking to me. And I like this.
Then all his blood rushes to his and he's like, oh, well, I can't have enough to stand up. And he,
no.
Oh,
She
something like
convinces
that.
she,
Okay.
I don't know if he has one.
who knows?
We don't know. We weren't there. So in one story, she convinces him to pull the nail himself, and he bleeds out.
Yep. And he's done.
Divine
and that
blood's
was
gone.
easy.
There's
That
a-
was so easy of a victory for them.
easy.
Like he was like maximum threat, complete downfall.
Yeah, completely not anything anymore. Okay, so one of the other ways that the giant Talos was taken out is that there is a story of one of the Argonauts who was good at shooting arrows besides Hercules, shot it and hit that pressure point in the ankle, and it also bled out. Either way,
Nice.
he bleeds out.
Yeah.
Divine
he's
blood.
just a creature. He's a creation.
Yeah, the divine blood that Hephaestus imparted to him doesn't exist anymore, and he's gone.
But it did a great job for a long time, it seemed like, because he was the whole guardian of the island of Crete, and Crete's a giant barrier
And he did
in the
great.
Aegean Sea.
Yeah, he did great.
Yeah, you can't know about these things without some like divine intervention.
I mean, they had to build a whole labyrinth later on and put a
For Minos.
Minotaur in there just to deal with it
Yeah.
because the loss of a giant was bad.
Okay, we're not going to do Minos and the Minotaur this season because we're hitting Crete right now. But maybe next season
we might do it.
the Minotaur might be on board.
Mm-hmm. So after that,
Where are we now?
we're getting back to the king. He gets home.
Are we almost home?
No,
Are we home? We
we're
are
home.
home.
We
We are approaching Iolcus.
You got this.
Yes, finally, after years, according to some accounts,
Yeah, exactly.
some of the Argonauts don't remember how long they've been gone. They don't remember their families back in Greece. All they've known are the wooden planks and the salty spray of the Aegean and the Black Sea and carrying their Argo across dry, arid lands and their smell of their companions.
They hardly even remember the women of Lemnos.
And that was the best time of their whole lives, according to them.
Yeah, they don't know. They
Yes,
don't remember anything.
they don't know this, but they rock up to Iolcus and they are like, "What's up? Hello, we are back."
We are back
And
with a golden fleece.
Jason has not lost sight of his goal, and
I wonder if he just wore it the whole time.
I don't know, like who knows? Like in the movie, they're just like shirtless the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like
fair.
temperate climate. I'm not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, they just
Salt spray.
never know when you're gonna land on an island of women. So
yeah,
it's
it's got to have my shirt off just in case.
just in case.
Just as the sun can hit my abs just right.
I'm oiled up.
I am so oiled up. So they get back to Iolcus, and Jason's like, "King Pelias, look at me. I've got the golden fleece that you set me on my
What's
quest
up?"
for." And he's like, "Oh man, I totally did not expect this to
weird
happen
that you
at
made
all.
it.
That is totally weird that happened."
I kicked the can and it's now back. Dang
Yes.
it.
Also, hey, look at your father. He's been in jail this whole time, and he's really old. And it's true that Aeson, Jason's dad, has been like aging in prison this whole time.
It's terrible.
And Medea, who is still feeling the effects of Aphrodite's arrow from Eros,
Yeah.
she wants to make Jason happy.
She loves making Jason happy.
She loves making Jason happy. And she's like, I can do a potion to make your father young again. Do you know this part of the story?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Tell me more.
So what she does is she drains the blood from Aeson, from Jason's dad, because he's an old, decrepit man at this point in the story. And she drains his blood, and in a cauldron, she boils these herbs and spices, and she muddles them together in this cauldron. She mixes it with his blood, and she infuses it back into Aeson, and he emerges younger and more fit than he has been in years.
Remember the Peach Boy?
Oh, yes.
This reminds me.
Yes.
Of that.
Mm-hmm. Some regaining some youth.
Yeah,
there we go.
Youth,
Yeah. You got to regain some youth. With like, what is your witchcraft if you can't regain some youth from it?
Yeah. So I heard that she chopped up a like a goat. Oh, I apologize.
It's okay. Wait for that. That's coming right now. Okay.
So everyone's impressed. They're like, wow,
everyone is like,
he's
yes,
young.
look at that. Aeson, wow. He was like 65, Gray Fox, and now he's like a young stud over there.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good. Silver Fox now.
Silver Fox. Thank you. So Pelias, who is the king, he's been aging this
he's
time
like
too.
Real old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And his daughters have been watching this process go on with Medea.
They don't like it.
And they think, oh, hey, Medea, could you do a little bit of that for our dad too? For King Pelias? He is the king, after all. But Medea...
That's a ballsy move on their part.
It is. And it's also
ballsy.
kind of like ignorant a little bit.
A little bit.
And not reading the room, because Medea is like super devoted to Jason. And whatever Jason's cause is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So Medea, with this in mind, is like, oh, yes, girl. Of course I can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All you got to do is chop up your dad and put him in this cauldron, and I will make him young again. And they're like, I can do that. And so they go to their dad while he's sleeping, and they hack him to death with an axe. And they throw his bits of flesh into the cauldron, expecting Medea to do a potion on him to make him young again. And Medea's like, LOL, just kidding. I'm not doing that. You just killed your dad.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's done.
D-E-D dead.
And Jason is the king. So Pelias' daughters just killed their own dad, thinking that they could make him young again, but they couldn't.
He's just dead.
Yeah, they fell for the whole like make him young again scheme.
I wonder if she made like a really dark kind of like soup like you would get in like Sweeney Todd.
Well, they say that to prove her legitimacy to his daughters, that she took an old ram and that she did cut the old ram up and put the old ram in a cauldron, and that a young lamb sprouted forth from the cauldron.
So they believed it. Yeah.
So they believed it. They were like, oh, I have no problem hacking my dad to death while he sleeps. So just like went up to him while he was like, and just like, oh, don't worry, Dad, I got this. You know what I mean? Just like, let me just get your dismember you. Don't worry about this. I'm going to bring you back younger than you were before.
You're going to be 35 after this.
And then he died. So that was it. Like, there was no more of King Pelias.
Yeah, and as much as like Jason would have been king, the son of
Pelias, Acastus.
Acastus did not like this.
No, Acastus, who in some accounts was on the Argo for the entire journey and witnessed everything. And I don't know if it was as a spy or just like as a young person that like wants to be a part of.
Would you depict him as a spy, or would you depict him as like a young adventurer?
I think that I would depict him as a young adventurer until this very end.
Yeah, until they realize they just slaughtered his dad.
Yes, until his view of things might change when Medea hacked her brother to death and threw him in the water, and then when they might have had to go around the rest of the known world to get back to Iolcus.
Yeah.
Then he might have changed his mind, but I don't know if that's in all accounts of Acastus is part of this or not. But Acastus is Pelias' son, and he is the rightful heir to the throne from the new monarchy. Yes, and plus with the atrocities that Medea has just
done again.
Yes, done again.
She loves having people get chopped up.
It's easy to banish her and Jason.
Yeah, you guys are banished. Go ahead and
because Jason has married her.
Yeah,
he has vowed his life towards Medea and to say that he would love no other except for her.
Yeah.
And at the time, I feel like that was actually a good decision. Like maybe not the best decision considering she hacked up her brother, but
he didn't know that yet.
An honorable decision considering that she did help him tremendously when he was trying to leave for Colchis with the Golden Fleece originally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they're banished. Like go create a life somewhere else. And in all actuality, they do. They
just got this whole Golden Fleece that you just spent so long doing, and now that all counted for nothing at all.
No. It counted for nothing.
That's honestly not good.
So because of Medea's cruelty, they're banished. They go to Corinth, which, it's old Greek city.
The Corinthians,
yeah. The Corinthians actually were fine with, they were like, yeah, cool.
They're fine with traitors and thieves and murderers.
Yeah, come here. We're fine with you.
We'll take ye weary, downtrodden, and whatever the Statue of Liberty says.
Yeah. We got you. So the Corinthians take on Jason, and him and Medea create a life there. They have a couple kids.
But wait, he gets a boner for somebody else.
Not yet.
Okay.
For a little while, he creates a life with Medea, and he lives a simple
3
life.
kids or 2 kids?
2 kids. So they create a life there, but
things are good.
They're good,
but he's not the king.
Well, and here's the problem: like with the Greek world, the way that there's 2 ways to die. You die when you die, and then you die when someone says your name for the last time.
That's like in Coco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
The Pixar movie.
Yeah. The idea is this kind of immortal glory.
We're saying Jason's name right now.
I know. Here,
2,800
years later.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like we're saying his name and that immortal glory is not going to be there if he just dies here in a simple way. So he's like, I want to move up. I want to move forward. I want to gain.
He has no idea though.
I want fame. I want glory. I want to be. He's missing the good old days. He's hitting his middle ages.
He doesn't know that he's already had the good old days.
And so he's like, I want this. Yeah. I want that immortal glory. He's already past it. So he's like, you know what? I don't care about my wife. I'm going to marry someone that's kind of hot and has some power.
Wait, or was it political gain? What do you think?
That's interesting. I think maybe probably more political gain. I think he's looking to move up. He's looking to move up.
Medea didn't like this boner.
No, well, because he
made a promise to her in front of the gods and men
forever.
That said forever. Medea. We might not have stressed that enough here at Legends Libations because we banter about the seriousness of this
everything.
Of everything,
but he said forever.
But Jason said forever till death do us part to Medea,
and then he decided unless I have political gain.
Yes, and he went back on that in Corinth.
Yeah, in Corinth he went and he hooked up with a girl named Carusa,
who was the king's daughter,
and he abandons his family and Medea.
I don't trust him.
Medea's pissed.
Of course she's pissed, dude. She has a right to be pissed.
She has a right to be pissed. She
promised. Did so much for Jason.
She saved his ass every
time. Okay, let's count. Him deeply. Let's count for it. Okay. Ox. She knew what to do with the ox, right? She knew what to do with the Spartoi. She knew what to do with the dragon. That's 3. And she murdered her brother to get away.
Which should get 2 points. You should get 2 points.
Yes. So that's a whole hand's worth of points.
Okay. And then
high five.
Yeah, a whole high five worth of points. Plus, she's been.
Who else did anything for him?
She bore him children, which in the ancient world, that's a big thing.
Exactly.
She was always there for him, stood by his side even when he was banished.
She was banished.
Murdered the king.
I think that she was the banished one, though.
10 points.
After a while, Medea took the lead for being banished and said, I will be banished more than you because she did the banishing offenses.
It's all Greek to me.
It's all Greek. All right, here we go.
It's all Greek to me. So he abandons his family for her. Or he abandons her family for this new girl. Carusa and Jason are getting married.
That's problematic.
Yeah, because Medea decides to send a wedding gift to her.
Oh, it's a dress. I remember this.
It's a dress. Yeah, it's a dress.
Yes. She takes very care to make this dress.
She makes this dress very well.
Because you know how much time these women spend on their dresses, picking them out.
Do you know if my ex sent a wedding dress to
Medea,
like who I marry in the future, I'd be like, don't wear that. That's a dangerous thing.
Yeah,
I definitely after this story because what happens?
It's a poisonous dress.
And it's not just poisonous in a way that makes her sick. It starts burning her alive.
It's like the locket in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
It starts choking her.
Yeah, catches her on fire or whatever.
Yeah.
And her dad's like, I'm going to save you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I threw you off course. Yes, it is like a incendiary dress. When she puts it on, it catches fire and starts burning her alive. Her father
Jumps in to save her, also burns.
Yes, that's a bad mistake on his part.
Yeah, bad mistake. He didn't have a fire extinguisher. So both of them die, and this is all in front of Jason.
He's like, oh, I don't have an idea. You did it again.
Falls on his knees,
I
crying.
wonder who did this.
He's like, I'm going to go fight Medea.
Yep.
So he runs to his old home where Medea is.
Why?
He's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to fight her. He has a sword.
He is caught.
And all of his children are dead before her with the bloody dagger in her hand.
Medea killed her 2 sons.
Yeah.
To prevent them from being killed by somebody else.
Yeah.
What is that bullshit, dude?
Yeah. Like, what the hell?
Yes, that is despicable.
Medea
Medea does shit all up until the point where right now happens, and I'm like, okay, you would not kill your own sons for anything.
Medea's vengeance is so high that she forgets even her own children.
Yes, exactly. She's like those ridiculous people that you read about in the news that were like lived in Oklahoma or somewhere that like drowned their children in the bathtub.
Yeah. To save them.
Yeah, to save them from whatever.
Baptize them and like, yeah, that's horrible. Like, and so this is exactly what Medea does. I'm saving you by murdering you.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
Is that drink empty?
Yeah, it's over. It's over. This is the last of it.
So Medea's been killing her sons,
and
that's not great.
That's problematic. Yeah, that's absolutely problematic. Jason with drawn sword is ready to like
kill
with this.
Medea,
but
is he like at the end of his rope with her?
Yeah, well, maybe they've had
he's made a promise though. Like he's been like, oh, like I'm gonna
be with you forever.
Yes, he did make a promise.
But I wonder if like
it's important.
If he's like, hey, that was 20 years ago.
The promise is important to the story.
Yeah, it is, and it's problematic.
Yeah, it's kind of problematic.
And so all the goddesses turn against him at this moment.
They do.
Too.
They hate that.
All the goddesses turn against him. So as he like is weeping, looking at his children dead before her with a bloody dagger in her hand, she is taken up by a chariot by Helios. She leaves and goes and marries someone else, doesn't she?
Yes. Medea is able to leave the situation, isn't she?
Yeah, to Athens, where she marries the king there, has a kid, until Theseus comes and says, hey, this is actually my kingdom, which is a whole different story, which we're not going to involve ourselves in here. But yeah, like...
She gets away. Scot-free, pretty much.
Nothing happens to her.
She just had to pay the consequences...
For killing her sons.
Or killing a lot of people that she was responsible for killing.
Chopping people up, whatnot.
Convincing other people to chop up their daughters. Or sons or dads or whatever. Sorry.
This is where Jason's story really changes.
Okay.
Jason's story gets sad at this point. She's taken up by chariot away to a different kingdom.
In Sicily or something. She's gone.
She's gone. She's in Athens. She's gone. She is not going to be... We're not going to find out about her until the story of Athens. So after she gets away, he hangs out the rest of his life kind of in sorrow.
Oh, Jason does?
Yeah, Jason.
So Jason's like distraught now.
Has no kids, no lineage. He gets to a ripe old age. No heirs.
No children.
Nothing.
No wife. No concubines.
Even worse, every day he goes back to the ruins of their old Argos, the old boat.
Every day.
Sits underneath it.
He's like, oh, wish the times before.
Exactly.
When I missed the Argo.
And then
it's rotting on the beaches.
It's rotting on the beaches.
The Aegean. And he's like, I'm going to sit before it and remember
my good old days, the glory days.
Like Bruce Springsteen.
Well, then the boat that's rotting, the stern of it falls out on top of him and crushes him.
Oh.
And Jason dies.
Jason is struck by the stern of his own boat.
Struck by the stern of his success.
Damn, and it falls on his head and he's just gone.
He's gone.
No kingdom.
No kids.
No more heirs.
Nothing. It's all Greek to me. And that's the story of Jason and the Argonauts. It's a tragedy, really. So before we end, we need to do 2 things. We need to rate this legend and we need to rate this drink. So how are we feeling about the legend?
Okay, legend. I like this one.
It was very fun.
Okay, let's talk about anchors to the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about anchors to the truth of reality for Jason and the Argonauts?
That there is some anchors. Like, for example, they did use sheep coats, like the sheep coats, to actually gather gold from streams.
You are stealing my thing.
Whoops,
yes.
sorry.
Okay. They used to put the wool of sheep into the riverbeds, hopefully to accumulate
exactly
particles of gold that would be caught by the sheep. So you had a little bit of a gold fleece. So there was somewhat of a golden fleece that could have happened.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Jason probably is based off of a real hero who did something of the sort, but he probably didn't do everything that we're thinking he did.
Yes.
There's this weird obsession with bronze also. Like, you have the bronze giant, you have the bronze bull. Like, I don't know what's going on with those. I wonder if it's because it's the end of the Bronze Age and moving into the, like, the Iron Age. I don't know.
Iron Age? Is iron better than bronze?
Who
knows?
I don't know. I don't
know. Can we go and live in that time period?
No.
I would like to.
We could try.
Let's do it.
We could try. I would say the legend, I'm going to give it a proper 8, maybe even
Let's
9.
give them ratings.
Yeah, ratings.
An 8 is a very strong rating.
But it's a
I
fun.
like Jason the Argonauts. He's not getting less than an 8.
Yeah, let's give him an 8.
Let's give him an 8.
Jason and the Argonauts, 8.
8. This
cool
drink,
adventure. What about this drink?
7.5.
7.5. It's easy to drink. You're not going to go wrong with it. Super easy to make, but not super like complex or anything. There's nothing
not
crazy
complex, not amazing. I think that this was a 7.5. I think that otherwise, Jason the Argonauts, an 8 is a good strong rating.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm a big fan.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to Legends Libations Season 3.